feel like I'm like a whore now. But me and Kick, we might be nothing exclusive, but we might also be in Kick soon. So always love to Rumble though. Rumble held us down in very dark times. Not even dark times, but they held us down. They always held us down. All right. Love. All right, chat. We are here today. Am I live? What the fuck? Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to like get this shit live. Okay. All right, we live on TikTok, Rumble. Yeah, TikTok, Rumble. What else? Let's go live on Meta. Yo, we stream everywhere. As I said, pretty much by the end of this week, we're gonna see if you guys do be on Kick. Whatever way you want to watch me, I don't give two fucks, right? If you know, by the way, after the streams are done, you could go to the Academy page. You can watch the whole thing. You could go to Spotify. Just follow the Academy page on there. You could watch streams uninterrupted, whatever viewing experience you guys want. My job is just to give the content, right? It's the platform's jobs and you guys' jobs to figure out how you want to watch it. Anyway, chat, we're here. Today has been another doozy, right? A lot of shit's been happening. First and foremost, this Shannon Sharpe story is so fucking crazy. We have a lot on that today. The question we're going to ask, is he cooked? And obviously when I say is he cooked, because I'll tell you off top, I do think a lot of these joints are hit jobs. But here's the problem. When you're beloved person in either the media or you have these deals, that's the thing about having deals, right? When you have deals, those things could be affected by allegations. And, you know, they're not, you know, people aren't in the business of, oh, let's wait to see what happens, especially as a civil trial. So we're going to kind of analyze what's probably going to happen with Shannon Sharpe. Again, me personally, I think it's a whole lot of cap. However, I have some more stuff that maybe you haven't seen. She lined that nigga up from a long mile away. And she lined him up so good that it kind of looks convincing on her story. I'm not going to cap with you, right? So we'll get into that. What else? Oh, Kanye tweeted at me after we did day 6 yesterday. By the way, today's day 7. Everybody spam day 7, and I need everybody to check in. Check in real quick. Everybody check in. If you don't know what the check-in process is, where are you watching from, where you repping, where you staying, what state, what city, what hood, what block, what set you repping, you Crip, GD, BD, whatever you want to tell me. Everybody check in, rep your hood, rep your block in your city right now, man. I like to see who we got in the building. So just let me know who's in here. Again, I got to get used to like looking on TikTok now. Oh, look at these people. You're not from Jamaica watching on TikTok. Stop capping, nigga. Oh, Maryland. Okay. All right. By the way, if you're wondering what chat's on the screen, that's the Academy chat. I usually have King Academics on my screen right here, so I read most of their chat, but the Academy gets the airtime on screen. And now I just got to share time with Rumble and TikTok. Perfect. And if people view on Meta, I don't really read those, so I ain't gonna lie. Okay, New York, Jamaica, Queens, Bermuda in the building. Who else? Holy. Oh yeah, this nigga is from Jamaica. Nigga said check my number, 876 Harlem. Virginia in the building. Okay, I see y'all. Quentin, I see my boy Alabama in the building. Act on TikTok. Yeah, we gonna try to rock out with it. What is this stuff on TikTok? I see stars, roses, hearts, GGs, game controller, finger. What the fuck is this stuff? I gotta try to figure it out. Should have had one of their reps give me like a little breakdown of what's going on right here. But it's all good. It's money. What? Real Sixer. You from Toronto? Yo, if you're from Toronto, I'm coming to Toronto definitely for a caravan. I haven't been to Toronto like 3 years or so, whatever it is. Actually, probably longer. I can't wait to go back. Fruit Jams in the chat. I see my boy. I love how you clip on my page. Or clip on my content, actually. You're on my page from an old YB video. Yeah, there's a fly in here, bro. I feel like mad ghetto, yo. I think it's because I be leaving Red Bulls. Yeah, there's a fly. If y'all see a big fly, and it's not like a regular fly, it's a jumbo fly, my nigga. Like that nigga, yo, you know how flies usually, this motherfucker is flying like a pterodactyl. It's like, and it's just soaring. I'm like, what the fuck type of fly is this? What type of Wuhan, China flies? There's a different type of flying here, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This shit flying around like a New Jersey drone. This shit's crazy. I just seen it go by. I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera. I got a super fly in here. No cap. I'm not even lying to y'all. All right. The way I say what is funny? Yo, I'll go on with y'all, man. All right, it's all good. Listen, yo, we have the full text message thread with Shannon Sharpe. This shit is gonna shock you, bro. Have y'all seen the full text messages? We're not talking about 1 or 2 or 3. This shit. So, well, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. Let's have a little fun. You know what I mean? Again, just still, everybody check in. Everybody check in. Flowers and all are gifts. Okay. If I could find a way how to like put the alerts if y'all gift flowers on the screen, I'll do it as well. But right now, I think the King Academics gifted subs or donations get on the screen. Okay. All love. Again, I think at this point, Big Ac is for the people. So wherever you do watch me, I will be at. All right? Great. Okay, let me see what's going on YouTube. Chat, streaming is now so complex. I got to run 5 platforms at once. All right. So, yeah, we got the Shannon Sharpe shit going on. What else do we have going on today? I feel like there was more shit. The Shannon Sharpe shit is wild, bro. Slim Thug got his jewelry back because Jay Prince got it back? How Jay Prince always know the robbers who are robbing people? He knew the robbers that robbed Young Boy. He know the robber that robbed Slim Thug. How is he cool with all the robbers? That's a little iffy. That's a little iffy, man. We're gonna have to see. Brooklyn in the house. I seen some people appreciated the comedy I got into last night. I kind of got in a little comedy bag. When I got to the part telling the story about Brooklyn, it was straight comedy. And I appreciate you guys for appreciating that, because that's why I stream for like that 5 minutes. I am trying to work on like a comedy set. Okay. All right. Let's just kind of keep playing it by ear. I wanted to start off with some smaller topics, but I think we just got to get to the Shannon Sharpe shit, man. This is kind of crazy. Not even kind of. This is very crazy. So I'm going to be honest with you. So this guy, Tony Busby, right? This guy, Tony Busby, he got embarrassed by Jay-Z. He's a lawyer that filed an erroneous lawsuit against Jay-Z, a.k.a. Sean Carter, throwing him to the mix with Diddy. Now, here's the thing. Diddy, he claimed he had about 100 people that claimed Diddy sexually assaulted them. So he had a hotline, everything. We called the motherfucking hotline. It was like, hey, press 1 if Diddy put it in your butt. What? Press 2 if he put it in your butt and tickled your butt. You're like, what the fuck? It's like some goofy shit. Press 3 if he penetrated you. You're like, God damn, this shit is crazy. So this dude basically, in a mass way, tried to get all the accusers of Diddy, because obviously we heard about Diddy paying out this like $30 million, supposedly to Cassie, and then everybody was like, word, you paying that out? Well, here's the problem with paying ever at all, and we're going to learn about this in the Shannon Sharpe case. Once they know you to pay, this is why you can't ever negotiate with terrorists. Never negotiate with 2 people, terrorists and thoughts. Because when they know that you will pay, they only keep coming back. Okay? So you gotta be on your shit. Part of why the Shannon Sharpe shit is kind of crazy is it looks like he may have tried to pay to keep it quiet earlier in the year. Now, here's the thing, and let's stick with this lawyer first. So this lawyer filed this thing. He had a hotline for Diddy. But then what he was doing was that he was going around to other celebrities saying, yo, do you want your name in the Diddy files? So the Diddy files are basically the new, what do you call it again? Like, you know, they were like, yo, the Epstein Island list or whatever the fuck. That's the new thing, right? Because if everybody's hearing that there's these wild, non-consensual orgies where people are getting drugged and getting fucked by celebrities and maybe even kids are involved, people are like, what the hell is going on? So if Diddy is named in it, you don't want to be the person that was at the Diddy party when that's going on. So Tony Busby supposedly was hitting up these other celebrities to say, yo, your name is going to be alongside Diddy in this freak-off party where y'all are fucking these people who claim it was non-consensual. Do you want us to do that? Or you could give us $10 million. And who knows the amounts they were supposedly asking for, but it was a wide range of dollar amount. 55, give us whatever amount. Obviously, you could tell Jay-Z, and I would imagine they probably went at Jay-Z for maybe in the 8-figure range, because they're saying Jay's a billionaire too. What is his reputation worth to him? Jay told him, fuck yourself, and Jay went hard to basically expose him to almost seemingly coerce the goddamn plaintiff to even filing this lawsuit. Plaintiff even kind of like backpedaled on a few things, saying, yeah, I didn't even know if that was true. Eventually, that lawsuit got dropped. Obviously, they try to leverage a lot of things to get people to pay before. You know, when it gets to the public, that means there's been a lot of shit that happened in the background. For example, with Jay-Z, they probably say, yo, Jay, you were trying to get this, I think it was like almost a $10 billion gambling license in New York City. If you're the face of that campaign to try to get the city to grant a gambling license for the company that you're representing, you're the face of it because, you know, Jay know how to get people to go down the river, see the NFL. If an accusation about you raping a girl comes out, you know you're going to lose out on billions. You sure you don't want to pay that like $30 million and we'll just go away? And Jay wasn't going for it, right? Jay took it on head on, exposed this guy. It got real personal, really between Jay's lawyer, Alex Spiro, who represents pretty much all Rock Nation, got real personal, kind of like really digging in. And we kind of realized that it was a lot of BS. Now, this guy, there's egg on his face. Now, I got to give you a little bit of his history. He is a personal injury litigant, which means, yo, you came over my house, you fell off my balcony, you might want to sue. You get a nigga like this, he don't charge you a dime, he files a lawsuit on your behalf. When he gets, let's say, my insurance or I pay him, I don't know, $500,000, he busts down with you, he takes his, like, you know, he's a big name, probably takes his 40%, you take his 60%. You basically had to do nothing. You now got $300,000 in your pocket. He gets $200,000. So it's a little bit of a shakedown, but you know, this is kind of what personal injury kind of is. He has egg on his face because Jay-Z and his lawyer kind of violated him, embarrassed him, almost kind of make him seem like a con artist. So now he's coming back around and he's targeting Shannon Sharpe. He got to cross his T's, dot his I's. He's trying to make sure you can't, like, your career at this point is at jeopardy because you're supposed to be this really prestigious lawyer that from this law firm that don't lose cases, and you just got mollywopped by Jay-Z on his people. So this time he came back with this person, and I ain't gonna lie, it appears that he might have some ducks in order. So let's kind of go down what's going on, and we got some videos to play for y'all. So apparently he goes to they filed some shit that. No. So they go to Shannon Sharpe's people back in February, and they say, yo, check this out. The woman that you're no longer dealing with, she's claiming A, B, C, and D. We need some bread. You know, Shannon was probably going to be like, you know how Shannon talk. Listen here, Skip. He probably was starting to do all that shit. But they said, listen, we got a video that is a sex tape. That you're choking her to death in the sex tape while penetrating her. That shit looks like rape, my nigga. And she's claiming you raped her. We got messages of her telling you no means no. We got ABC. So they kind of went at him with a bunch of things. And apparently, Shannon says, again, this is all alleged. Yo, we don't want to get into this. We'll give you $10 million. Now, Shannon hasn't commented on that, nor his people. But I guess we got to listen to Tony Busby, even though his reputation is whatever. What's interesting is that ever since the lawsuit was filed yesterday, and Tony Busby put a few text messages out there, Shannon, it's like Shannon knows what's going to come. And what he's doing, he's throwing out the kitchen sink that stuff isn't seen out of context. He released every message he's had with the woman, damn near, since they met. I'm going to go through all the messages for you. But Shannon is kind of panicking because he knows that these lawyers are going to take things out of context to make him look bad. And apparently there's also a 30 seconds of a 10-minute sex tape that he felt they were going to leak. And again, we talked about the lawsuit yesterday, but let's just get into what Shannon Sharpe actually said today. He put out a statement, okay? His statement was this.
Family, friends, to my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues.
Sorry. Let me just size this up. What's up? Uncle Shay Shay. Here we go.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have...
Now, let me stop this. Again, I do think Shorty's trying to shake down Uncle Shay Shay. I'm giving you my opinion up front, even though I got to cover this fairly. I do believe Uncle Shay Shay is a freaky ass nigga. And he probably should have stayed inside. But still, he is a freaky ass nigga. And when I read these messages, you're going to realize how much of a freaky ass nigga he is. But there isn't a problem with being a freaky ass nigga when it's consensual. Okay? Now, before I even get to that too, and I know I'm jumping the gun a lot because I just pause what he's saying. Maybe I should just write it down and tell you later. No, I'll tell you now. There's going to be a point where she's talking about... What the fuck? Oh, Whack 100 just called me. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Now, a bunch of niggas send me like paperwork. They were like, yo, we got the proof that Whack is a snitch. So I sent it to Whack before. And I wanted to do like the gentleman thing to be like, yo, Whack, there was some new paperwork put in court. And they were trying to point out, yo, the police is calling him a witness, this and third. So I sent it to Whack. And I talked to him. That's why I stepped out of the room. I stepped out to talk to Whack. Because I you know what I mean? Like, I don't think people really, I don't know if y'all really think I'd be like trying to line Whack up and nothing like that. Yeah, like, I don't know if y'all think I'd be trying to line Whack up. Like, I understand that we do have a friendship and he's giving me the heads up about what people have been trying to say about me. So I'm trying to do the same. But yeah, we're going to get to that as well. So we got some big U paperwork, but people sent it to me in the sense of saying Whack 100 was a motherfucking witness. There's someone who they call a witness that people are thinking is Whack, and I think he knows I'm on stream, but I think he's calling in trying to address all that. But we got to get to the Shannon stuff first. Like, this is mainstream topic right here. Okay, we're gonna get to the Whack 100 stuff. All right, bet. So, all right. So let's get back to it. So about consensual shit, right? We're going to get to a part in the text messages. No, actually, I shouldn't say it because I feel like I'm tainting the audience or I'm tainting the jury. You know, I want us to be, because we have supposedly every text message. I'm going to write it down on the side. Let me just keep playing his stuff.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
Oh, that's why I paused it. I ain't gonna lie to you. By the way, Brian Lewis, thank you for the attendance. Appreciate your big act, the biggest and largest hip hop media outlet. Thank you, my brother. Yo, the reason why I pause this is, you know, Shannon Sharpe is under pressure. When have you ever heard a nigga say, yo, they got a 30-second sex tape that they gonna try to put out? Don't put out the 30-second shit. Put out the 10-minute shit. Like, wait, you want the 10 minutes fuck tape out? Or wait, what? Shannon just greenlit for them to put out the 10-minute sex tape. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I don't have it, or I would myself.
He's talking about a sex tape.
In your edit, put the whole video out. So, hey, Tony, instead of the stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Now, pretty good statement. And trust me, I've been under the fire. I've been under the gun before too. Let me tell you this. I'm a talkative motherfucker. Y'all know I talk shit all day. Shannon Sharpe runs his mouth all day. Shannon, what you're saying right here is not going to be true. Because the person making accusations against you is going to get to a point where you talking is just not going to help the actual civil case. Like, you got to let your lawyers do the talking, which, it's like, I'm going to be honest with you, like, being a black man, it's not necessarily a black man, but being someone being under litigation, bro, you want to, like, you can't really talk about that much. So this whole thing that Shannon's saying, I'm going to be mad transparent, and yeah, nigga, look at the court documents and what my lawyers say. You can't really say that much. So I'm going to call cap on that. There's no way Shannon Sharpe is going to record one of these videos daily, because the accuser's lawyer is going to put out shit daily. Trust. Like, these personal injury litigators know how to play the media. They're going to put out the wildest shit. Now, first and foremost, we have found this woman. The young woman, which, by the way, I've been, me, I'm a pocket watcher, all type of watchers, you know what I mean? Just not a penis watcher. She's gained about 50,000 followers today. So apparently this is the woman who's accusing Shannon Sharpe. I believe she is like 20 years old, or was 20 years old when he met her. He met her in the gym. She's a workout girl, which, does she have a BBL? Some of these pictures are kind of risque, but it's posted on Instagram and allowed on Instagram. I mean, the glutes is kind of looking all right, so maybe she be in the gym. So Shannon Sharpe apparently meets her in the gym, walks up to her, and, this is why, in court, some of these things ain't going to play well. They're going to basically sum up Shannon Sharpe as this walking around big buff macho black dude who thinks he's entitled because he's on TV, ESPN, and he has a very big podcast. So he's assuming everybody should just bend to his whim. Like, for example, when we read the lawsuit last night, the lawsuit, and by the way, look, she just turned 22. Right? So, look, 5 hours ago. Oh, she edited this. Why she edited 5 hours ago? Something must have happened. So, it's my birthday. When was this thing posted? This shit was posted back in December. It's my birthday. I'm going to do whatever I want. Love you all forever. By the way, she's not putting her page on private. None of that. So, Shannon Sharpe met her back in 2023. So, she's 22 now. She was 20 then. The way they're going to paint this in court is that Shannon Sharpe, who was in his 50s, walked over in the gym to a woman who's a young, supposedly she a fitness influencer / OnlyFans model. Come on, do the math. And essentially just use his power and influence to basically tell her she was going to be interested in him. So she's actually acting like she was coerced to even fuck with him, right? Like, she, they're going with she's a young woman, he's an old man, but he's coming over and being like, yo, you know what? Like, yo, apparently he says to her, the first line was, I wonder when you were going to introduce yourself to me. Almost like very presumptive, like, yo, I'm Shannon Sharpe and I'm in here. Why you ain't come talk to me yet? You get what I'm saying? Anyway, supposedly he then tells her that she should pull up on him later. She claims she didn't want to go to the crib. She says he's insistent, and she felt she had no choice to go to his house. She goes to his house. She says when he opens the door, he don't say nothing to her. He walks to his bedroom, or walks upstairs to his bedroom, and because she don't know what to do, she follows him. She says basically he goes to the bathroom, so she's like sitting there, that edge of the bed shit, like, what we about to do? Why are we here? Why are we in the bedroom? And she says he comes back from the bathroom, whatever, goes to the bed, and basically starts laying up with her and starts making her suck his dick. Okay? And apparently she says the first words he says to her was, yo, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. Which, that's crazy. But, again, this is all alleged. This is her story, kind of like making Shannon Sharpe seem like this very pompous, arrogant guy who thinks he could have his way with anybody on earth and is using some of this, not only physical intimidation, but the power, money, and influence to get what he wants. She says she fucks him that night. He kicks her out or tells her she has to leave. Then he tells her she has to leave early in the morning because I guess he has to do some show on ESPN. He tells her, come back at 9 p.m. She claims she was 5 minutes late the next day returning to the house, which, by the way, if you're feeling uncomfortable already, you left, why come back? Whatever. She came back and she was 5 minutes late. Says Shannon Sharpe start violating her. Like, bitch, you wasting my time. What the fuck you got going on? Da, da, da. Going crazy. Okay? By the way, let me make sure I'm reading my donations and everything. Thank you guys. And I've figured out what the coins are on TikTok, so thank you guys as well over there. We're cooking right now. We're cooking. I love reading you guys' comments because you guys been, hey, you know when I'm speaking about this shit, I've been through the gamut. Like, I know what a day like this is one thing. Let me tell you this. And I know I'm tangent guy, so I'm sorry, but this is why I stream for 6 hours, okay? I just talk. You know, I used to be the guy in the media where people didn't really know about me. These days, they're dropping body cam footage of me with my dogs or me getting pulled over. Not necessarily think I'm like this big celebrity, but like people clearly are interested a little bit more than the stories I report on because my job was to report on other people. But now people seem like they care about my life. Cool. So, what kind of happened is that with that, you get to understand the other side of it. Bro, I used to report stories about a lot of people. And I was just like, all right, shit, it's a lit engagement day for me because it's a big story. It wasn't until people said things about me that not only weren't true, but I saw the whole internet talk about me. And y'all know some of those days. There was some days to be like, yo, Ack is going through it today. I know how that felt. I remember specifically when I went to go interview Candace Owens and the blogs were on fire about me. And I remember just kind of sitting there and I'm like scrolling. Bro, it feels shitty. It does. It does. And especially like I've been through it a bunch of times. So like I kind of know like nothing will cure this but time. You got to let the time pass. But I do know, and it makes me report a little bit different. Because you know niggas is, yo, Shannon Sharpe today, because especially he had this $100 million lingering. Bro, his stomach is turning, my nigga. Like, he's hurt. Bro, not saying that he's a victim or nothing like that, but he's going through it. And that's why the way I report now, I try to, you know, not saying I was never, I was unfair at a point, but you have to be under the gun to have some empathy for someone under the gun. Not saying they're innocent, but you got to have that empathy. You get what I'm saying? What was the donation I was trying to read? It had to do with that a little bit. By the way, speaker said he's smart. Now, if they don't release a full video in context, they're essentially admitting to taking things out of context. No, actually, I don't think so. We still live in this woke era. And in this woke era, certain shit, in context or out of context, they're just going to call you a certain word. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, we're going to get to the text where it says, Shannon, no means no. No, that right there, for the majority of people, is going to be like, all right, wrap it up. It's over. We good. We good. They're not going to want to hear no more context. They're going to be like, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So this whole like in context things, only your supporters are going to see that in context. Only your supporters. A stranger is not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. They don't know Shannon Sharpe. Why are they going to give him benefit of the doubt? And a hater definitely going to take it out of context. You get what I'm saying? All right. Oh, Dreamlet, thank you. That's what I was trying to read. He said, blind listener here. Wait, are you blind or are you just saying you listen but don't really? What? I don't know what you're trying to say. He says, He says, my mom passed away when the haters were trying to take you down. Damn, rest in peace, your mom. He said, thank you for being you. I'm on day 27 of 30 of beat making. Oh, okay, cool. He said, check out my music, 30 of 30. Keep going. Thank you, Dreamlit. Brian Lewis also said, appreciate your big act, the biggest out. Let me see what else. I'm just reading a bunch of things. All right, cool. All right. So I guess I went on that little spiel to say I know what it feels like to be in this position. And it's not fun. Today's not going to be good. Tomorrow's not going to be good. Like, you don't want to take calls. Your family's calling you, asking you what's going on. Like, it's a shitty feeling, bro. It's a shitty feeling. Like, you're trying to keep a poker face. For me, I'll tell you what I do. I disconnect. Like, I'll watch any other thing that's not hip-hop. I'll go look at sports. I'll go watch politics because they're not focused on me. You know what I mean? And you get to realize you can't beat the internet because a lot of times I'm usually saying, yo, how are they saying this about me? Like, this is the explanation. If they only understood, that's always a drowning feeling. The more you do, they feel like, oh, this nigga's definitely guilty. So sometimes you just got to, you put a statement out, you just got to let it be. Over time, if you are really innocent or whatever, it will bear out. Okay. So anyway, back to the story. So this young woman is 22. So remember I said the first night, she says Shannon Sharpe opens the door, goes upstairs. She sucks him off. She gets her back blown out. He tells her she has to leave at 6 in the morning. She tells her to come back 9 p.m. the next day. She pops back up at 9, but she's a little bit late. He starts to be what she calls abusive by verbally, berating her. Like, yo, bitch, you wasting my time. Like, what the fuck? I'm Shannon Sharpe. Like, you know what 5 minutes of my time is? That's how she's kind of describing it. Cool. They continue to keep going. Eventually, looks like she was saying that she started liking him. Right? Now, this is where, some of this context of being a victim kind of loses it, where it's like, so you're saying you only went to his house because you felt intimidated, but now you like him. Right? It's really confusing. Okay, so cool. So Shorty was 20 then. She's 22 now. I'll just kind of scroll down her page if you care. Of course, if you hit the super link, you'll see a VIP OnlyFans link. You get what I'm saying? Come on, yo. Y'all think that OnlyFans busting today? Yo, it's so, again, I'm not saying it's fun to be a victim, if she is a victim, but it's definitely got to be fun to be a woman who's attractive. Today, she gained 50,000 followers, and them little gooners, they don't give a fuck. They're on that OnlyFans trying to see what Uncle Shay Shay was trying to hit that shit for. Like, they're loving it. You get what I'm saying? So, her shit's going up. And I know she's enjoying it because usually when people are under the fire or everybody's coming to their page to troll, look at her comments. Her comments are probably saying all type of stuff, right? How much, usually those women would private their page. She's not private shit. She leaving that ad out. Anyway, good. So before I get to that, I think it's important for me to play this. And by the way, just keep it chill with me. If you guys just rock out, we're going to get to everything. We got to play Dr. Umar right here. There's a few videos I got to play before I get into the bullshit. This is Dr. Umar who, he's blaming this on the bunny hopping epidemic. And he's saying he's going to stick with Shannon Sharpe, but he's issuing a final notice, cease and desist, that the bunny hopping must stop, Shannon. Here we go.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition.
What is it?
I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. But Uncle Shay Shay, No more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow bunnies or Afro queens? Who can confirm? Does anybody know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers? Are they black or are they white?
Well,
are they black? Is this a rice bunny situation?
A what?
Is this a snow bunny situation? Is this a sand bunny situation? Is this a salsa bunny situation?
A salsa bunny? Oh, this is crazy.
Teresa Double O. If you have a co-wife, you can fill out my wife.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. The comments didn't only stop there. After Uncle Shay Shay blew up off doing the Cat Williams interview, he did another notorious interview seemingly back to back. I don't know if you guys remember. He did one with Monique, the illustrious queen, Grammy-winning, or not Grammy, I'm sorry, Oscar-winning actor or actress from Precious. I believe she won for a supporting role. But also everybody know from the Parkers and all that, right? Is it the Parkers? What was her show? Anyway, fuck all that. She had a sit down with Shannon Sharpe where she basically was talking about dating and she was asking Shannon, yo, Shannon, how you in your 50s and you not settled down? What's going on? Check this one out.
Right, so somebody, if a group of women were in here and they're like, come on, they talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say what you tried to say. Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell you.
Now, the reason why people are saying it's crazy is because remember, Shannon's now 54 or something like that. The woman that's probably gonna eventually maybe torpedo his pending $100 million deal is a 20-year-old. Now, this conversation hits a little different.
But you tried to say what you tried to say. Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night.
Now, this conversation also hits different because remember, Cat Williams' interview and this interview was last year, right? Early last year, I believe, right? Or at least 2023. The girl he was dealing with was 19 or 20 at that time. So, Shannon is defending himself a little bit because he, in the back of his mind, he's donkey fucking. Somebody said I can't curse on TikTok. Nah, come on, man. They got to put a little banner on my thing. My shit a little different over here. I ain't gonna hold you. He was donkey fucking this chick that was 20 years old. So that's why he's even speaking like how he's speaking.
Love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I
And
like
she
Red
don't
Velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack it for me.
I love
Come
Red
on now.
Velvet. I
These
love
young
Red
gals will
Velvet.
bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, I got.
This do hit different in hindsight. Okay. So I'm kind of giving you the rundown of I just seen a Superfly again. What the fuck? I'm telling you, there's a Superfly around here. If y'all see it on camera, bruv. This shit came from Wuhan, China, nigga. Anyway. So Shorty stays with Shannon for years. We got all the messages. You guys are going to be able to interpret the messages how you want to. But I did read the messages before, and I read them in full. We got the whole document. She might be running game on that nigga. She might be running game on him. Now, before we get there, and when I mean running game, like she's kind of acting like she's in love with him. Like she expects to be the only woman, but she's definitely very money driven. Like, for example, I guess he was blowing up her phone. She wouldn't answer the phone. This is after the Michelle shit where he was having sex on live. He wouldn't answer the phone unless she demanded $50,000. He tried to send it, but her PayPal couldn't get it. So she said, "You got Cash App, nigga?" He said, "I don't have Cash App, but I have cash. I have $10,000 right now, cash." And she literally told him, FaceTime me with the money. Now, I think we should know that's no love, right? Like, if the person you're dealing with is telling you that an apology, because she was asking for an apology before, apology for fucking some random girl named Michelle or some girl named Michelle on live, but she needed money. She needed money. And she was saying $50,000. That don't seem like love to me. Okay. Let me click on this. We're going to get to some of this stuff. All right. We got all this stuff in context low key. All right. All right. Cool. So we've seen this response. Now, before we get there, we should go to Tony Busby's Instagram. Probably spelled his name wrong. I think it's one Z for the Buzz. That would bother me. How does Buzz not have two Z's? Here we are. So, 8 hours ago, or actually, we're going to read both. So they said, Shannon Sharpe has released a false and misleading statement through his attorney. The statement from Sharpe's newest lawyer falsely accuses Mrs. Jane Doe, which, by the way, we now know her name is Gabriela Zuniga, of editing the video, a claim that is not only demonstrably false, but also desperate. The lawyer also suggests Ms. Doe refused to make the video available to Mr. Sharpe. Again, this assertion is easily proven untrue. In fact, Ms. Doe insisted he watch it. So basically, they're saying that what we're talking about is this video in question of him having sex with her, but reportedly or purportedly in the video, Shannon Sharpe was, didn't I tell you about the optics of this chat? Shannon Sharpe looks built as fuck. This is the woman. If he's choking her and penetrating her, it's not going to look good, optic-wise. It just ain't going to look good. Even if, maybe according to him, and I think that's why he's jumping out in front of the story so much, he's saying, no, you were into BDSM. You wanted this. And that's why he's also put out the text messages that you could see her sending him ideas of what she wanted. Okay? It said, here's what's true. So this is, by the way, the Gabriel Zuniga, the accuser's lawyer. This is Tony Busby saying this. Although Gabriella never referenced any video or multiple audios that she possesses in the lawsuit that she filed, now that Mr. Sharpe's lawyer has decided to broach the subject, we will address it. An incredible damning video does indeed exist. The contents of the video will speak volume about Mr. Sharpe and his behavior. That video, which will be played to the jury. Oh my God, they're going to play a sex tape in the court. is extremely problematic for Mr. Sharpe and Sharpe's team, as I anticipate and disclose the existence of this video in an effort to try and get a hold of it. That effort will fall flat. In a statement, Mr. Sharpe's attorney references several texts. Every text from Shannon Sharpe's Mr. Sharpe's counsel released today, purportedly from Jane Doe, are dated prior to the alleged brutal assault set forth in the Jane Doe case. By the way, we've gotten the full thing now. Those texts were obviously released. Hold on. Obviously released in an effort to distract the public attention from the allegations in Jane Doe's lawsuit. It won't work. A little history. Back in February, and this is damning, Chad. Back in February, our office contacted Mr. Sharpe on behalf of Jane Doe, Gabriela Zuniga, and broached the subject of a meeting. Multiple conversations took place. Ultimately, a mediation occurred. Mr. Sharpe was represented by different lawyers in the mediation. So basically, he's saying that these lawyers that's represent him now, he didn't represent him back then. So the mediation process went on for more than 6 weeks. Think about this. So if we're talking about February is a short month. It's 28 days. That's exactly 4 weeks. So it went on into the middle of March to around March 15th. Okay? March 15th is about a month and a week from today. So they stopped negotiating a month and a week from today, because today's 4/22. By the way, 30 to 30, we're still going. All right. Which ultimately led to Mr. Sharpe making an incredibly significant offer to settle. Ultimately, Jane Doe refused the hefty sum offered by Mr. Sharpe and instead filed this case. It says, prior to engaging in the mediation process, Mr. Sharpe counsel insisted on Jane Doe signing a confidentiality agreement. Mr. Sharpe's attorney has now breached the confidentiality agreement while at the same time deliberately revealing Jane Doe's name, phone number, and private messages that again predate the alleged rape. This was a grievous error on Shannon Sharpe's part, because now all the things discussed and revealed in that mediative process will at some point be revealed. As set forth before in the filed lawsuit, Mr. Sharpe's conduct through the 2-year relationship reveals a pattern of narcissism, manipulation, and coercive control. It grew progressively worse. His new lawyer in a statement said that the evidence paints a clear picture. He's right about that. It's just not the picture he wants the public to see. Although we will save the video discussed by Shannon Sharpe for the courtroom, I would suggest that Mr. Sharpe's new lawyer take a moment to listen to his client at a different time on audio and ask his client for the real story, the truth. In the attached audio, which was captured near the end of the relationship, Mr. Shannon Sharpe threatens to choke the shit out of Jane Doe. The contents in this clip are certainly not sexual. They're not playful. They're instead a disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. The audio paints a very clear picture of Shannon Sharpe and how he treated Jane Doe, leading her to escape from him by leaving Nevada and blocking all contact with him. This is not the first time Shannon Sharpe has faced allegations of mistreating a woman. He was also sued in New York for alleged aggressive and inappropriate behavior, detailing extensively in that lawsuit. Instead of owning up to his action, he's chose to mislead his lawyers, the public, and double down. This time by doxing Jane Doe, attempting to humiliate and to silence this woman who is 30 years his junior. His aggressive approach will instead have the opposite effect. Ms. Doe is not afraid of the truth. She relies upon it. I look forward to presenting the evidence in this case through the judicial process, where the truth matters more than the sports icon's desperate public spin. Here's a transcript, I believe. It says, I'm just like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just going to get mad and you're just going to hang up on me. So I feel like, and Shannon Sharpe said, I'm not going to hang up on you. It is what it is. She says, what? What does that even mean? He says, nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so. She says, I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me. And she says, oh, Lord, if you say that word one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you. She says, okay, well, I don't. He says, you don't what? She says, well, I don't want to be choked. And he says, yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in that matter. Okay? Now, that audio was actually released to TMZ. And you're going to be able to hear that audio now. Here we go. Why do they use this picture of Shannon Sharpe, man? All right, let's get through this ad. Oh my God, TMZ even got the ads. By the way, how y'all doing, man? I feel like a YN now, man. I'm on TikTok. Yo, chat, man. I feel like a YN. We on TikTok running it up. Yo, somebody restore my HP over there, bruh. Yo, Alchemist, I see you. I see you on TikTok. Nah, I'm on TikTok, chat. This shit kind of lit. The only thing, why everybody, it keeps saying people join. Like, it keeps, like, spamming the shit. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we're ready for it. Let me unmute.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet.
Now, clearly she's the one recorded, if you don't realize. You can hear her voice clear. He sounds like he's coming to the phone. Now, this is where I think, the public is seemingly is pretty much on Shannon Sharpe's side, even though some of the allegations don't look too good. By the way, he's a likable figure. People do like him, which I always tell you is better to be liked than to be right. But, people kind of, something doesn't smell right here. She was recording all these conversations before. Why? And this is why people feel it's a setup, right?
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet.
Now, that question right there feels like it's a lead-in question where she's like, no, explain. What do you mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know.
Now, let me tell you this, chat. And I know there's a bunch of dudes in here, but shout out to the few beautiful queens that we do have that watch us. There are certain trigger words that when used, and I'm just saying this to my fellas out here, when you hear those things on the phone, get off the phone. Manipulate, gaslight, get off the phone. Just imagine when you hear those words as a dude. Imagine the feds is on the line. Get off the phone. Because anything that's said after that point is looked at in a certain way. Trust.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of dead air right now. And I don't.
Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Now, I think because she gathered so much info on him, that's another reason why he's trying to jump ahead of it. But I think this is, you tell me, do you think she's playing it up? Do you think that this was, she was trying to get a certain response from it and she did? And, he, like, with all due respect, and I know he's been around the block, we call him Unc, damn near, right? This is a 20-year-old that got him looking green as fuck. Like, she's baiting him, and she got a recorder right next to the phone.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
I see someone saying something that I think is like pretty important as well. Shouts my man, Mr. No Matter What. Thank you for the 5. He says, yo, he should have settled for Molly. She's in her 40s. She was throwing it at him. Are you talking about Molly Quorum? Isn't she on First Take? I thought Molly was like dealing with maybe Stephen A. Let me see. Molly. Yeah, this girl, right? He just started working with her. This stuff is back to when he was with Skip in 2023, I believe, right? Okay. So that audio comes out. Now that audio does not sound good. I think we could be fair and say it sounds like she's lining him up, but he's not doing himself no justice. He's saying things that you're like, unk. Now, hey, we gonna also not be green here. And I know we got probably the woke police, because again, today's our first day streaming on TikTok. So we got the woke police in here. But when niggas is talking to their bitch, sometimes they say some shit. Bitch, you keep playing with me like I'm on. And a lot of times it's empty, not necessarily threats, but you're talking shit. Right? So I'm kind of trying to figure out if that's it or no. He's really saying, I'm going to choke the living life out of you. Now, you got to remember, this was put out specifically, and they're both feeding information to TMZ. So you know what Shannon Sharpe did? Shannon Sharpe is realizing what's going to happen. This woman, she's on her game. So Shannon Sharpe released all the text messages because there was a few text messages referenced in the lawsuit that made Shannon Sharpe look crazy. Chat, we have the entire text thread. Be prepared for this shit right here. You guys can go get it. It's on theakademy.blog, theakademy.blog, if you guys want to see it. And yes, the title is accurate. Shannon was requesting his ass getting ate. Yeah, all that was happening. And here's the thing. We have these messages from Shannon. He's the one who put it out. You know why he did that, chat? The reason why he did that is because he feels like they're playing a PR game where they're putting out little bits and pieces to make him look like a super predator. He's trying to say, I'll expose that I'm a freaky ass nigga, but I'm going to expose that if everything is taken into context, I'm not this predator. Being a freaky ass nigga, not a crime. A predator and a rapist is, right? So here we go, chat. Little trigger warning for everybody who's watching. I know, again, I don't know if today was probably the best day to go live on TikTok, but please. And also, drill. Whenever you upload this, I need you to hear this. Make sure we get our blurring or whatever going on. I can't blur live because we have his full text messages, okay? So we got the indictment. We have the civil complaint here and should be here. This is a civil complaint. We read this last night. I'm not going to read it again. Just to give you two important details before we get into anything is that the woman claims that she met him in 2023. She claims that after September 2024, when he was exposed on Instagram Live having sex with some woman named Michelle, they started beefing. They fell out. And apparently he invited her over, or what she said, forced her to come over, and then he pushed up on her, and he pushed up on her in a non-consensual way, and he fucked her. And what was mentioned in the indictment is a thing about, and by the way, Shannon Sharpe puts that out too, where she says no means no. Shannon is trying to say, no, she wasn't saying no means no, that I shouldn't fuck her. She wanted me to use a condom, which still is a very gray area. So you're going to see all this, but Shannon, he's putting everything out for the public, okay? Also, he announced that he's suing her for defamation, even though she hasn't spoke herself, but, I guess she's speaking through a lawyer. We haven't seen a lawsuit from him yet, okay? So, apparently he gets caught on Instagram Live, which, by the way, remember people said that Shannon, even I said, nah, that nigga went live on purpose to show he wasn't gay. If that was the case, this being the byproduct, horrible decision. Because you fucked it up with your other bitches, right? Because clearly he was fucking other girls. This one girl got mad. She's claiming that he invited her over to try to get to some type of place of whatever. She's claiming that he raped her. And then somehow she kept talking to him and he raped her again a couple months later. That's kind of odd, but whatever. So that's what the allegations are, that he raped her twice. And here were some messages they put in. They put in here. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Okay. So this is what the lawyer put in at first. It says, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, my bad. All right. So this is the complaint, and this is him. Wait. Okay. No. What the fuck? No. This isn't that. Oh my God, I'm fucking up, Chad. Sorry. They didn't put it in the exhibit. All right, never mind. So we have Shannon Sharpe's text messages. Here they are. So this is supposedly every text that Shannon ever sent her. Shannon leaked this because they put some excerpts in there and it didn't really help, right? It only used the worst text message he sent. So let's go to this. And again, this is where they're saying he doxed her because her number is kind of listed. Please don't. The number is already changed too, so you won't, whatever. Anyway, so the green is going to be from Shannon. And by the way, I would imagine, so this would be Shannon's number, but Shannon's number probably already changed too. So this is how this all starts. Shannon says, called you back. Looked like he was trying to call her. This is when they first met, right? This is, by the way, the date is here, 9/30, which is September 30th, 2023. Okay, perfect. So this is her, right? She says, call me. I feel like fucking with you. Okay? This is 2 weeks after they meet, because they supposedly meet in September. We got to look at the date. We're trying to analyze through, a jury's going to look at this. So we're trying to do the same thing. They meet in, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, chat. This is why you can't really text chicks, bro. If you're famous. Like me, I'm like, I can't say anything. You can't say nothing crazy. Yo, you can't be like, yo, send me a picture of that pussy with your legs wide open and you splitting it and rubbing the clit. Nigga, when she get mad at you, nigga, she gonna have that shit up on the Summer Jam screen, which y'all gonna see some of this shit. So, all right. Then she texts again and she says, I want you. So this is, so this was the 7th. I don't know if this is every text, but I guess they're claiming these are the valuable texts. Then 2 days later, after they've been fucking with each other for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, because they met in September, now it's October 2023. She says, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me. You know what Shannon Sharpe says? He loved the message, so he hit the heart button on the message. Perfect. Then he continues. He says, 2 minutes. Which, by the way, these random messages make it feel like that's all the messages that they have between them, because this is not an important message. So I don't know if Shannon's team gave all the messages or only important messages. Then Shannon says, can I call you later? Look like she's calling him, right? And he's not answering. Then she sends an attachment. She says, when I'm 152 pounds, but you can't touch me because you cheated on me on Instagram Live. Now, this is interesting because, again, this is why I say it's not all messages, because we jump a year. It went from 2023, October 2023, to now December 2024. Okay, so clearly they're like random message, probably like, oh, what you want to eat? Oh, I'm ordering something on blah, 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 blah. Which, like, oh, shit. So those messages got to be deleted. There's no way they only texted. They have a lapse in a year where there's no messages, right? So it's not all the messages, but supposedly these are the relevant messages, right? Okay, cool. Then, all right, so she says, so basically, remember, in 2024, in September, Shannon Sharpe has sex with some random woman on Instagram Live. She's mad at Shannon Sharpe, okay? Because she feels embarrassed, okay? So, you know, I guess she's sending him a picture. This is a picture right here. I won't show the picture fully, but she says, this is when I'm 152 pounds. Which, by the way, how tall is she if she's 152 pounds? So, but you can't touch me because you cheat on me on Instagram Live with Michelle. Then she says, I'm going to be 180. Wait, how tall is this girl? Yo, a chick being 180 to me is crazy. What the fuck? How tall is she? She got to be. Shannon, how tall is Shannon? Let's look at some shit, chat. How tall is Shannon? Now, I like petite women, just me personally, chat. I can't, a chick 180, I'm like, nigga, what we gonna do, box? Like, what the fuck? Okay. 230, whatever, okay, cool. I gotta see how it looks on her, but, I mean, she don't look big at all. How tall is this chick, though? I'm gonna be honest with you, she kind of looks like 130, 135. If she said she was about to, she don't look 180 right here. That's crazy. Chat, she looks 180? Ain't no fucking way, my nigga. It's no way I look at this chick and say she's 180 pounds. Chat, what y'all think? Huh? Hold on. Oh, shit. She looks that? Well, maybe I don't know. Wait, I don't know what 180 looks like on a woman. I don't know. Now, you say she looks like 150? I don't even get that. Or maybe I just think women are lighter than they are. All right, whatever. Okay. Because she does look good here. All right, cool. Fine. Cool. So she said she about to be 180 soon. He says this is 12. It looked like he must have fucked her, right? So remember, she sent this then. She says, I'm gonna be 180 soon. And you're still not gonna be able to touch me. I bet you regret your actions right about now. Now, here's my problem with like even her side. If he fucked someone on Instagram Live in September and you're mad and you haven't fucked him and now y'all are texting in December, you know he's fucking other women, right? Like, there's no way Shannon Sharpe, because you cut off the pussy supply in September, is not fucking somebody by December, right? But whatever. So Shannon texts her back, freaky ass Shannon, I be killing that young pussy, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Shannon do text like an old nigga, man. So I be killing that young pussy. All right, cool. Then she texts. She says, absolutely not. When you give me a formal apology for cheating on me on Instagram Live and multiple other times, then we can talk about it. Now, it's almost like she's like acting like they're in a relationship, right? But like she's like trying to stand on business, right? Now, she then says, formal apology. Yo, Shannon got to be looking at his phone like, bitch, you're 20. You crazy hell. All right. Then she sent, I don't know what this attachment is, but it's something. I don't even want to click it. Can I click it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put this right here. Let me see if I click on it, it goes anywhere. My bad, chat. Oh, yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, cool. Then she says, I'm not answering your calls. Sorry, Shannon. So it look like Shannon's blowing up her phone, right? She might got that wet. I ain't gonna cap, right? Gotta be like, you be like, man, I can't lose this young pussy, man. Like, damn, Shannon blowing up her phone. She not answering. She said, I'm not answering your calls until you say sorry, Shannon. Hear what Shannon says. I've said sorry, Gabby, right? Then she says, all you say is, I'm sorry, but you never say what you're sorry for or how you're going to make it right. Then she also says, so I would appreciate if you could do that because you really hurt me. So this is that, like, it looks like the day after Christmas, which, by the way, everybody know right around holiday time, if like, you got to hit up your ex bitches and all these other bitches. Because, like, now you think, like, damn, I spent last holiday with you type shit. That's kind of what's happening. So he's blowing up her phone and they're kind of going back and forth, but she won't talk to him on the phone. She's just texting. It says, so I would appreciate if you do that because you hurt me and I've been having a hard time with it. So she's saying she's affected by it. Then I guess he keeps calling. She says, what did I tell you, Shannon? And then she says, I told you to apologize, then we could talk. Then she says, the fact that you can't do the simpler thing is proven that you don't care about me. Then she says, I'm waiting for my apology. Now, here's the interesting part about all this, chat. This seems like a woman who probably was just in love that is upset that her partner cheated. And she wants an apology and wants it to be sincere and wants him to show that he gives a fuck about her and loves her. This is where it goes left. And this is why I think Shannon put out all these messages. Because it showcases her true nature. Keep going down. She says, I don't understand why it's so hard for you to say sorry. Remember, she's only talking about sorry. Something must have happened. Remember, this is only text message. We don't know what was said on calls. Look, you have Shannon who says, Gabby, I'm not going through this again. I've already apologized. Stop playing childish games. Then this throws me for a loop. They must have talked or something. Look. He says, so I guess they don't talk after. Now it's New Year's. It's the first of the year, right? So this is 1-1, right? This is 1-1. He says, Happy New Year, Gabby. Can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for us. This is where it goes all the way left. Look at the next message. Give $50K and I'll let you come over to the house. Now, this is confusing because why would Shannon say give $50K? Now, I don't know how to interpret this, and I've read it a couple times, like before stream. Like, I don't know what this means, but it looks like I think they called each other on the phone or something must have happened. And it seems like she was either asking for money from him. And maybe he's quoting her. Give 50. I don't know. But there's this idea about $50,000 before she would come back to his house. Okay? Now, this is where she puts her PayPal. So clearly she wanted to get the money. She put her PayPal. Now, ain't this ironic, chat? She went from saying, I want an apology, a formal apology. I want you to mean it. Now she's like, here's the PayPal link. Ain't that ironic? She just dropped the PayPal link, y'all. Let's keep going. Look like she's requesting the money. Shannon says, I don't have cash apps. Because I guess he must have told her, yo, I don't have, I don't got it on PayPal right now. Whatever he could say. Then she said, yo, you could send it via Cash App. Or I don't know, maybe they're calling and he's trying to figure it out. He's like, I don't have Cash App. Right? She's trying to get this bread out of him to forgive him for cheating, which, let's be honest, fellas, let's keep it real. If a woman is willing to, if she's saying pay me this for me to get over this, she's clearly just using you, right? Then he says, this is her. And this is when I realized she was lining up Shannon Sharpe from a mile away. Not only to maybe set this up, but she was just looking at him as a sugar daddy. She says, then what do you have? So it went from apology to now, how could you send me a payment? He says, I have $10K cash. Now, this is another thing that I could tell she was lining him up from a mile away. Because remember, she's saying, oh, I'm so hurt. I'm going through it. I can't believe you fought this girl on live. Like, she's hurt. Supposedly, right? Listen to what she says then. Send me a picture or FaceTime me with it, which means with the money. She's basically saying, I'm not playing games with you. Send me a picture of the money. FaceTime me with the money. I need to see the money. What does that sound to you like, chat? She's requesting that for her to do anything or to keep entertaining you, she needs to see the motherfucking money. And she's now saying, send me a picture of the money. FaceTime me with the money. I see some people saying extortion. I'm watching TikTok chat right now. TikTok chat is kind of cool. It's not extortion yet. In a roundabout way, she's selling it. Oh, you wanna remember she was selling pictures? Oh, this is me at 150. I'm about to be 180. I'm even more thicker, ass more fatter. Yo, you better apologize to me if you ever want to get back in this. He's like, Gabby, I already apologized. Listen. Then the 50K comes up and it's like, yo, here's my PayPal. So clearly she's on some, drop a bag on me. This is crazy. Send me a picture or imagine you got to do a money phone with the money to tell the girl to come over. It's no way she loves you. It's no way she loves you. It's no way she has any type of care about you other than the bag. Let's keep it going. Look what she says. What's taking so long? You either have the cash to show me right now or you're with Michelle. Which one is it, Shannon? Yo, at this point, Shannon should realize you're 54 and she's 20. You could have been her father. You need to analyze your life and move in a very different route. You have a 20-year-old woman speaking to you like this. What's taking you so long? It's like she's saying, where my fucking cash at, nigga? You either got the money or you don't, nigga. And then she's gaslighting him. If you can't show me the money or send it to me, you must be with Michelle. And then she puts your name in all caps? Nasty work, chat. This is nasty work. This woman set up Shannon Sharpe like the Feds set up Brick Baby and Big U and Loose Cannon. But we're not done there. Look, she sends a picture. I can't show the picture because I guess he's lagging with the money. She sends a picture of her split wide open. And it's naked. It's small, so I'm not even going to show you. So she sends him a nude pictures. This is how women get men. Men, chat. Us as men, we all need therapy. But not some Charlamagne type therapy. We need to be a little bit stronger when it comes to women. She's trying to get $50,000 out of this man. She thinks he's taking too long. You know what she does to expedite the process? Sends him a picture of her split and spread wide eagle. And you know that nigga dick was probably harder than the SA fucking T's. Yo, that nigga was probably fumbling on his phone, hitting his account and sending the 50K, making 55. Oh my God. Oh my. Come on. Yo, these women are good. She couldn't get the 50K off words. She sent a nude. She says, I know you missed this. That's why she said $25K for each cheek. Now I'm going to have to scroll up real quick because, yeah, it's there, right there. You see, I can see it. I can see it. Let's go to here. She must have got the money now. Because now this is, and by the way, these are out of order because this is going back in time. This is 3/5/25. She sends something, whatever. Then she says, hi. Then he says he loves the image. Hits the response button. And then she says, that's me hugging you and you not hugging back. Okay, I can't show this because there's pictures associated with this. She says something. Y'all see this? I'm going to hide the picture. She says, because there's a picture with it. I'm like, no homo. I can still say that, right? It's a picture with a woman with her hands behind her back and her legs like whatever, and everything is tied up. She sends that picture. I can't show it on here, even though it's really small. It's really small in these messages. So that's why she says, tie me up and fuck me like this. So she sends a picture with it. So she's telling him how she want to give it up. Feel me? All right, let me scroll past it real quick. Yeah, y'all ain't see it. Good. And he responds by says, if I knew how to, I would. Basically saying, and he's establishing, she wanted me to do this freaky shit to her. And I'm telling her, yo, it's Uncle Shay Shay. Nigga only know how to tie his cleats. You think he know how to tie up a woman to fucking not be able to move and get donkey fucked? So that's why he's saying, if I knew how to, I would. You know what I'm saying? Then she says, it's okay. I got handcuffs. We could stick to those for now. What are we establishing with these messages? And by the way, I think we've now known it's not all the messages. These are the messages that Shannon are going to submit to the court. And I think his legal team just shared it with the internet because shit, it's pretty much a public thing now. It's okay. I got handcuffs. We can stick. This is the girl saying that. Somebody says, yo, G-Star Mo, G-Star SMO is, yeah. Yeah, he basically say, y'all don't know how to hog tie people. Oh, yeah, that's a hog tie, right? It's a hog tie. It's a hog tie. That's what they call it. So what are we getting established here, people? She was into the freakiness. Hold on. She was into the freakiness, right? And it might have been her idea. He comments by saying that actually looks like you. Then she said, who said it's not me? Raw Rap Now, thank you for the donation. Then he says, her tits are too big for it to be you. Now I think she gonna send some, and then he says, you can't even see my tits in that. Laughing my ass off. But whatever you say, daddy. Sound like Meek Mill and Diddy. Don't get mad at me. Then he says, it can be you if you want. What is this establishing, chat? What is that establishing? In a again, we're putting context to shit. When he says it can be you if it wants, let me see who's smart in here. And I know the chat niggas are smart. We got the smartest artists in the building. Remember, look what he says. Look what he says. Let's go through. It says that actually looks like you. That's what he says, right? That looks like you. She says, who said it's not me? Then he says, her tits are too big to be you. Then she says, you can't even see my tits in that. But whatever you say, then he says, it can be you if you want. What is he saying? Because she alleged he was trying to coerce her by offering to pay for titties like on some random shit. This was him hinting to say, yo, the picture you sent me of the girl hogtied, she got big tits, you don't got big tits. And then he basically said, well, it could be you if you want. That's kind of him offering. Now, granted, I don't think he's offering on some controlling, manipulative, gaslighting as she's trying to put it in her lawsuit. He's just saying, yo, if you want me to buy you some titties, I'll buy you some titties. Chavez flag. You know damn well. He said one thing Act gonna do is break it down, man. We got this shit. We gonna break this down like a kilo of coke. We gonna flood the whole streets with this shit. Now, this is another one. This is one of them ones. Look, you know what her message is? I want to be in that position right now. She's telling, I want to get hogtied and donkey fucked. What's the problem? You know what Uncle Shay Shay says? It's too late right now. You know Uncle Shay Shay got to be on Nightcap. He got to be up for ESPN. This is why you got to understand, you deal with a 20-year-old. Yeah, 20-year-olds at 4 a.m. one day back blown out. You're thinking about, I got to get up and hit the gym and I got to go do this and I got to take my creatine. I got to, no, nigga, take my vitamins. No, nigga. This chick 20. This is when these bitches get active. These bitches doing TikTok dance at that time. Like, doing all this stupid shit, nigga. This is when they're getting piped out. Fuck you got going on, Uncle Shay Shay. Talking about it's too late now. Let me see what time he texted that bullshit. Yo, yeah. Shannon, you done fucked up, my brother. Wait, let me see. UTC plus 0. Like, we got to figure out the time zone. UTC plus 0. What time zone is that? Let's go 6 a.m. UTC plus 0. What is that? To your local time conversion? UTC plus 0. What the fuck? I don't know how to do this conversion shit. I'm trying to figure out what time it was. It's Greenwich, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, fuck. Okay. If it's plus 0. Oh, my God. I'm trying to figure out what time it was. Oh, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, Shannon. Oh, yeah. So 6 a.m. UTC. So that's UTC plus 0. So, like, they have plus, whatever. Yo, Shannon. If you're dating a 20-year-old and you're telling her it's too late at 11 p.m., gang, check out of the fucking 20-year-old game. These bitches is getting piped the fuck out at 3 a.m. all type of time of the night, nigga. You got to wake up to do a morning show and you got nightcap, nigga. You should have never been fucking with no 20-year-old. Ain't no 20-year-old on earth going to sleep at no goddamn 11 p.m., my nigga. You are tripping, brother. So you're telling me it's 11 p.m., and Shorty talking about she want to get hogtied and donkey fuck, and you're over here telling her it's too late? Shannon, Uncle Shay Shay, you got to leave the 20-year-olds alone. Leave that for the YNs. You need a LMA, a little older woman who's in her 40s, who's facing menopause. She'll make you some tea and put some icy hot on your knees, nigga, or some shit like that, nigga. What you can't fuck with no 20-year-old? Yo, chat, let me give y'all a story. It ain't even really a story. Nigga, back in, right before I bought this house. It's like 2020. Man, I remember I was fucking with this chick. She was 20, about to turn 21. I ain't gonna cap with you. My nigga, I witnessed this chick not sleep for 2 to 3 days. I couldn't believe it. Well, first of all, she was taking some shit. I don't know what the shit she was on. My nigga, after a while, I'm like, yo, I think I'm going to sleep. Yo, you gotta realize when you get too old for this shit. It's okay. You can't be fucking with no 20-year-old and telling her 11 p.m. it's over. Somebody said she was on her ex. Yeah, I think that chick, I was told, she was, yo, I seen the most incredible thing ever in life. The chick popped some shit. My nigga, she cleaned my whole apartment. This is when I ain't had a house yet. She cleaned my whole apartment and didn't sleep the entire night, nigga. I'm sleeping like a baby. I woke up and I'm like, God damn, I never seen my apartment this clean. I was like, did you sleep? She's like, nah, I ain't sleep yet. She ain't sleep for 2 more days. I never seen that shit like that. Whatever drug that is, this is why Trump deporting all them other motherfuckers and putting tariffs. You know why? Because whatever drug that was, got to be illegal, my nigga. Ain't no way somebody should be up 3 days straight. That's crazy. She took some shit, nigga. I was like, it was a white girl. Nigga, she was cleaning my place like a Mexican. Real talk. I love my Mexicans. was like, holy. Shit was crazy. She ain't sleep for 3 days, gang. I'll never forget that in my life. I'm like, this bitch ain't sleep for 3 days. Not a blink. Now, it wasn't Addy. I think it was like Molly or some shit. Because she had got with one of my niggas and she went to Newark and copped it. It was like, yo, you're copping drugs in Newark? Okay. Good luck. I'm like, yo, nigga, I won't even go to a fast food restaurant in Newark, man. What the fuck? You copping just random? She's like, yeah, this one's shaped like a dolphin. I'm like, what? Good luck, nigga. I said, I'm gonna just keep drinking my little Hennessy over here and just. The chick ain't sleep for 3 days, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. She did so much laundry. She redid the laundry. She took it out of the machine, out of the dryer, and put it back in the wash. I'm like, I never see my place I clean. This was right after Angelica left me or whatever. I was just, I never seen some shit. I was like, but that's what happens when you deal with these 20-year-olds. They might be off all type of shit. I'm a grown-ass man. See, me, I can't even hang with two chicks that's too young. I'm lame for them now. You got bitches these days on 50 perks, Molly's, Xanax. They smoking on 20 different things. Nigga, I don't even smoke hookah, nigga. You catch me, I'm only liable to be with some Casamigos in my hand. I only drink. I'm like an outdated dinosaur. Like, this is why, you know what I said to myself? I got to check out the game. I can't even compete no more. These motherfuckers is taking 20 pills, smoking all type of shit. They don't go to sleep. They're walking zombies. I'm good. But Uncle Shay Shay, if you're going to sleep at 11 o'clock, or not even going to sleep, but unavailable to slang cock, because she's requesting dick. She says, it's too late now. Huh? Oh, man. It ain't too late for a YN to get up in her box. Anyway, she says, I guess, yeah, Shay Shay, you got to tap out of this, bro. This is why you got to date your age, gang. I guess I'm going to have to fuck myself in the ass with my dildo. Yo, Shay Shay, you know you don't got no business fucking with no 20-year-old if this is how the message is going, gang. Come on, bruv. She said, I guess I'm going to have to fuck myself in the ass with the dildo now. Then she says, follow me back on IG. I accidentally blocked you. You know that's cap. I accidentally blocked you. You know that's cap. She was probably posting something in her close friends or her story for her other nigga, the YN that came over and beat it up. You think she was using a dildo, nigga? She hit up a YN, nigga. A YN came through, shiestied up, piped her down viciously. But that nigga broke, so she not gonna be with him. Like, she not gonna be with no 23-year-old YN. When Shannon has tens of millions of dollars. She wants Shannon, but Shannon can't. She wants Shannon to be a YN, but YNs don't got Shannon money. So it's like the dilemma girls want. Like, trust me, I be seeing, like, these days it's popular. These chicks be 20, they're dating niggas that's 50. They don't want a 50-year-old, but they don't want a broke nigga. So it's like, they're like, all the 20-year-olds are broke, and all the 50-year-olds are 50. Or the 50-year-old rich niggas are 50. Hey, I gotta pick what I value most. Anyway, so she says she gonna fuck herself in a pussy or the ass, actually, with a dildo. Then she says, follow me on IG, I accidentally blocked you. And then she says, good night. Thanks for always answering my texts and my calls. It makes me feel great again. Okay. Then, what is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, she's sending like some message. She says, this with you. Oh, I can't show the picture. This, but with you instead. What you think? Some freaky shit she's sending. I ain't even gonna click on it. Scroll. This is what Shannon says. Who is that? And she says, LOL, I have no idea. I just look at my DMs sometimes when I'm in the mood to be creeped out. And Shannon says, that's Chocolate Daddy's pussy / asshole. I'm the only one fucking that and getting his ass ate. We all knew Shannon was into. Yeah. Shannon's letting you know. Shorty, Shorty was licking that. He says, so you could tell you was also fucking her in the ass too. So it's like, yeah, That's Chocolate Daddy. I guess he's talking about himself. That's Chocolate Daddy's pussy and ass. And I'm the only one fucking that and getting his ass ate. Hold on. Chat. Chat. I need this as a drop. Chat. Hold on. This is going to be our new drop. Psst. Here we go.
Y'all on game. The settlers was using.
Hold on.
3, 4, no, you niggas like another. From a launcher down, then I'm hands on. For the other fashionable option. Pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Let know when you need a check. Said you can be from north side. Naza.
Wait.
Fan here, fan here. Freaky ass nigga here. 69 God.
Yeah.
Fan.
Chat. I need that as a drop. I need that as a drop.
And he a fan. He a fan. He a fan here. Freaky ass nigga here. 69 God. And he a fan. He a fan here. Freaky ass nigga here. 69 God. 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 Freaky ass nigga here. 69
already got it. I got the tempo.
Freaky ass nigga here. 69 God. Freaky ass nigga here. 69
nah, sorry,
God. Freaky.
All right. I need that as a drop. Yo, somebody cut that. I could put it on my thing. You get what I'm saying?
I've seen him do it.
All right, bet. What else I got on here?
Call Dago.
Fruits.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Fell out of his knees when the lawsuit came. Anyway. He said, that's my pussy and asshole. And I like getting my ass eaten. Then she said, that's exactly right, daddy. Okay. All right, what else? Then she says, that just got my pussy wet. Pause. Then she says, tie me up and do bad things to me. Look at old green old Shannon. He said, cuff up. Okay. So look like he never got Shannon Sharpe must have never been a Boy Scout because he looked like he never got really the rope tying to hog tie her and fuck her. So he was just using handcuffs behind her back and fucking her. He had to really go get in his Boy Scout bag. He should have had like a whole rope, like doing all this shit, tie this bitch up. This bitch looked like a stuffed turkey on the fucking Thanksgiving table. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. And she said, you still have my handcuffs? She said, I want some hardcore BDSM action, though. Ooh, she was on it, chat. She was on it. All right, by the way, we still got to call whack. Still got to call whack, chat. Okay. She said, I want some hardcore BDSM action, though. Then she says, been feeling a little bit freaky lately.
Ass nigga here, 69 God.
That's actually her. That's her. That's not him. Then you know what he says? Oh, shit. I gotta scroll up. So he sends her a picture of it's a pussy. And I don't know if it's a picture of her pussy, but he sends her a picture of a pussy. I just had to scroll up real quick. Then she's at dinner. She says, I just showed that to my friend at dinner. Okay? So I think he had recorded her or took a picture of her and she's naked. And he took a picture of the pussy and he sent it back to her, I guess, right? Then she says, you're my daddy. Then she says, I don't know what that conversation was. Maybe sent her a voice note or something because those wouldn't be in this. This is only text. She says, only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want. Then she edits the message and says, then you can do whatever you want to me. Then he sends this. I don't know what this means. And then she says, I literally ate so much food, I look like I'm pregnant with your big black baby. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not one of them people who do like race shit or race play like that much. But like, honestly, and maybe because I don't know if I don't know this woman. I don't know if Spanish or if she's Cuban or whatever like ethnicity is. Maybe English is her second language. But I did kind of feel like, why does she keep emphasizing your big black baby? Like, she keeps saying that. And I don't know if it's like they're into some kinky race play, but she kept saying black baby. Like, cool, girl, we get it. Like, everybody who get nutted in by dudes be like almost, there's like this not sick, but like this fantasy about possibly having kids, even though you're going to hit her with a plan B. You know what I mean? But why does she say black baby? Like, it's just kind of like, it feels like it was race play a bit. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Am I reading too much into it, chat? By the way, man, people sending me shit. Oh, my people over Rumble, they have hit me. They said, don't get gassed off of that TikTok shit, man. We want to be on the screen too. Shout out to my people over at Rumble, man. I love y'all. Born Hustler, I see you over there, man. It's like, yeah, but I see you, though. They said, chat, have you seen her pics? Shit, want me to bring her pics up again? Shit. Y'all wonder, chat, what y'all think she posted on OnlyFans? Okay. All right. So we're here. She said, I ate so much. I look like I'm pregnant with your black baby. Am I, like, you know me, I don't like pulling race cards and shit like that. Am I doing too much by saying this whole, it does jump off the page that she's saying black baby. Bro, I think interracial relationships are amazing. I think it's great. I think at some point in the far distant future, the majority of people are going to be mixed or just be ambiguous racial ethnicity blend. I have no problem with it. I'm not one of those people that deals with racial cleansing or nothing like that. But I'm also the person who, if I'm like, I don't know about this big black baby shit. What that shit mean? I'll keep it there. Anyway. Now, Shannon, he was trying to do his pimp player shit. You know what Shannon said? If I still fuck with you on my birthday in 24. So this isn't 2023 he's saying it, right? This is 11/2023. This is before you fuck Michelle. He says, if I still fuck with you on my birthday in 2024, you can take the IUD out. So, you know, Shannon Sharpe was nutting in her with every ounce of his existence. But she had the IUD. By the way, shout out to the chicks with the IUD. You know what I mean? Trust, right? Cool. Then she says she loves the or hits the heart button over what he said. And then she says, LOL, you're stuck with me for life. You're not going anywhere, babe. Then he likes that, right? He hits the like button on that. So it looked like they're talking about really locking in. Remember, this is 2 months after they met. They're like highly in lust or love. This is the honeymoon period. She met him in September, and this is 2 months later, right? Cool. Then she says, you're too addicted to me, right? Cool. Then she asked him, are you doing a show tonight? We got to assume that's either Uncle Shay Shay or I think it's probably Nightcap, right? He does Nightcap live, right? Is he live right now? I got to see. Nightcap YouTube. Is he live? Maybe he's live. I thought he does that every night, right? Oh, he ain't go live yet. They got people waiting, though. Okay. So he's about to go live. Wait. No. That's for tomorrow. Wait. How's he scheduled? He's scheduled for in the past. This is 4/22. I know I do that bullshit. Oh, no, he's scheduled right now. Oh, he's supposed to go live right now. Oh, in a minute. Hey, Shannon, I know you got me blocked on Instagram. It's all good. You can unblock me, bro. You know, we're not no enemies, bro. I only said you look zesty. You did look zesty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you did look zesty, bro. Like, that's not no shit that you should block me in. You might be getting a lot of people making gay jokes about you, but, like, bro, like, I don't even think it's like that. And I think I'm looking at the situation fair. I do like what you're doing. You have to work through this, right? Like, trust me. I ain't kind of want to be on stream when they had some last bullshit about me. But I also understood the people that do support you, they need to see you work through this. They need to see the fact that you're not running and hiding, because that even looks even more guilty. You got to work through this. And it's going to be tough, but you got to keep doing your live streams. You got to keep working through this, my nigga. And look like he's going to do it, because he's going to be on pretty much in a couple minutes, right? All right, so let's get back to this. She said, are you doing the show tonight? So I guess this is probably nightcap, right? Which, by the way, it would make sense if I'm thinking about timing. She asked this, so 5, all right, whatever. Anyway, let's not even do that. He says yes. Then she says, call me. I miss you, daddy. This is January 11, 2024. She says, call you back. Then she says, KK. Then she says, I want to put my tongue in your asshole, then marry you. So, you know what I mean? She was using her tongue like a bidet. She was a serial booty eater. You know? A fecal matter muncher. Like, she was doing her thing. And, you know, I'm not going to judge Uncle Shay Shay for his kinks. I'm not going to judge him for his kinks. It is what it is. All right? Now, unless you were saying some shit like, yo, pull out the dildo and fuck me in the ass. Like, I'm like, yo, Shannon, you're wildin'. But, yeah, he's getting his ass eaten by this girl. Whatever. I'm not going to, no, listen. What we say already, chat? We said already.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Okay, exactly, right? So she said she want to put her tongue in his asshole and then she wants to marry him. Oh, shit. Scroll. She sends him basically a naked picture. Okay? Oh, it's another one. What the fuck? Scroll. Then she says, look like he must be ignoring her. She said, bruh, call me back. Then she sends him some Instagram shit. Then she says, I can't wait to have a black baby. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. Like, I don't know why she keep having to say black. Like, bro, just say, I can't wait to have your baby. I can't wait to have a baby with my daddy Shannon. I can't wait to have Shannon's baby. Why she gotta say black baby? It's kind of like she's almost like a black baby's like this thing. Like a black baby's like a different baby. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to have a black baby. Then she says 10. Then she says, bruh. Then he says, I'm on the plane. Then he says, I guess he just said this again. I'm on the plane. Then she says, you know I do, daddy, and a big black baby. Why'd she keep saying that? Then she says, see you tonight. Then, I don't know what this means, but he keeps sending that. Cool. Then she says, I told you, please stop hanging up on me like that. At least say bye. It's very disrespectful, Shannon. Now, this is 2/24, or it was a leap year in 2024, so at 29 days, and this was 2/29/2024. Here's Shannon. He says, I want to fuck. If I was 38, I would definitely impregnate you. So Shannon Sharpe freaky as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's telling her, I don't want to fuck. Because it looked like she was pressing him. And that'll probably come out in court. She was pressing him about having a baby. And he was just saying, yo, I'm in my 50s. Like, yo, it's kind of crazy if I'm having a child now. But I want to fuck you. but I want to have a baby. Because I'm guessing she must be taking these conversations serious. Like, why are you not nutting it? Well, I mean, I guess he was nutting in her because she's on the IUD. But she's probably like, babe, when you want me to take this out, like, that I could get pregnant? And he's probably gaslighting a little bit, but he got to don't do it too much because she's going to have the expectation that he's going to want to have a child with her when really he just want to get his dick wet, right? Hold on. We still got to call Whack Chat. Then she says, if I was 38 or if you were 38. Okay? So she's talking about the kids. She says, I mean, could you still impregnate me? She says, age is just a number. Which, by the way, this is a very good message for Shannon Sharpe to include in his package to be like, in case y'all are saying that, oh, I'm preying on a young woman. Granted, this is a legal relationship, that she's of age. But if y'all are saying, oh, I am older and wiser, I got more money, I got fame, and I'm manipulating this young, naive girl, she's the one telling him age is just a number. And she's asking for a baby repeatedly. He says me, and then says, yo, Gabby, that's a kink for you. You and I both know you don't want a baby. So it looked like clearly she kept saying to him, yo, you want me to get you pregnant, right? And she would say, yeah, nothing me. Like, I want to have a baby. Like, make me pregnant. And what he was saying is, yo, that's cool while we're having sex talk and foreplay and sex play, but like, we know you're not trying to have a baby, right? And like, also like, think about my life. Like my life, I'm like 50 something years old. Like, come on. Maybe if I was like 38, maybe I give you a baby, but like, come on now, like, right? So he's calling her bluff. You don't really want a baby, right? And then she says, you're the one that has a breeding kink. So she's saying, Shannon, you're the one that wants to impregnate me. Not necessarily I want to get pregnant, right? Then she continues to say, I mean, I only want a baby if it's from you. I think I'd be a good mom. So she's saying, I want a baby, but only from you. Then she says, I've always wanted a black baby. I ain't gonna lie. This just sounds wrong, bro. This just sounds wrong. Why does she gotta like emphasize black baby, bro? I see. I say she was securing the bag. Somebody says, I see who on TikTok says, oh, that's a white woman shit. No, I think she's Hispanic. Isn't she Hispanic, chat? By the way, I think their show is about to start. If they start on time. Do they start on time like us or not? Let's go to the live. Oh, yeah, nah, they don't start on time. Damn, they got 865 waiting now. People ready to see what he... Yeah, no, I think she's Hispanic. Am I tripping? She's not white. I think she's Hispanic. Right? Is she Caucasian to y'all, chat? I have her as Hispanic. That's white? All right, let me do one Google real quick. Zuniga ethnicity. The Zuniga surname is of Spanish origin. She's from Spain. She's Spanish. It's also associated. Oh my God, I can hear Pluto just crying like a girl upstairs. Pluto my watchdog. So when I'm on stream, nigga, he's over there just like. All right, I'm about to have to bring him in a little bit. That's my love. Okay. So it's associated with the. Whatever. My dog's just starting to fucking. Y'all hear him crying? I hit him. They think they're wolves. When one cries, the other cries. I got 4 of them. So they all just start like I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all doing? Anyway, it sounds like a wild wolf. You can hear it. Yo, TikTok's chat is like mad current. Like when I'm reading YouTube shit, it's like lagging. No, I got 4 Rottweilers. For anybody who doesn't know, I have 4 German Rottweilers. The biggest being my boy Pluto. He's 140 pounds. Doesn't play no fucking games. He likes nobody but academics. Get y'all yourself a dog, a German Rottweiler. There's nothing more loyal than a dog. Like, they love me more than life itself, and I love them. You get what I'm saying? Okay. They loud. There's 3 are inside right now, but Pluto, he's right above me. So there's like a balcony above me, and he's right there just kind of scoping out. Best dogs ever, by the way. Okay. Yeah, so Zuniga is a Spanish name. She's Hispanic. I think she's her family's from Spain. You get what I'm saying? Her family's from Spain. Now, granted, I think people look at her skin color and just call her white, but you know, it's very important to be like, she's not white. She's Spanish. Okay. Did they start yet? Still ain't start. Damn, they got 1.4K now waiting. They're ready to see if that nigga gonna have the twinkle in his eye. He ain't gonna say nothing, but he might have that twinkle in his eye like he been crying. Internet ain't shit. Okay. So, I only wanted babies from you. I think I'd be a good mom. Then she said, I've always wanted a black baby. Then she said, I'll call you back after dinner. Then she says, that's my daddy. Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby inside me. So it looked like, you know, he's kind of further even proving some of these like points. He's further proving these points that she was trying to like have a family with him, right? And that she was bringing some of these things as her idea rather than his idea. Now let's keep going. She says, I'll let you make it hang. What? I'll let you make it hang whenever you want, daddy, but only if you take me out and treat me good. Then he says, deal. Then he says, I crave your pussy, Gabby. That's my pussy now. Now, you might, because they're not putting every message here, you might be like, why would Shannon put that message that he sends? I think he wanted to establish that I'm talking to her freaky, and freaky talk with her is kind of like a little bit of control. Like, yo, that's my pussy. Yo, I'm going to do whatever I want with that pussy. Yo, I'm gonna just sit my balls on that. Like, whatever. He's just going to say whatever, right? And that's kind of normal for them. Because when we see it out of context, we're like, what type of deviant shit he's on? So that's why I think he includes that in there. And then this is what she says. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Why is it? Yo, this is like some freaky shit. That's some extra freaky shit right here. Like, the way they talking is like, huh? Then she sends him some reels. She sends some Instagram shit. And then he says, yes. I don't know what it was asked. We can't click on it. Then she says, me too. I'm glad we're on the same page. And she says, I want to be a... So now, remember, it goes back again in time. Oh, wow. Why is this 3/14/2023? I thought they met in September. When did they meet? We could probably look at the this is a lawsuit. When did they say they met? Here we go. Let's kind of Shannon Sharpe claims he made $6 million from one episode of his podcast. That's Cat Williams. Let's see. Okay, when did they meet? According to okay. I just want to see when they met. That we can have factual information. Okay. Give me a second. We're trying to figure this out. The first night. When was the first night? Let's see. Here we go. Okay, they met. Never mind. They met in January 2023. My bad. Maybe I'm getting confused with the dates because the alleged assault. No. The alleged, not alleged, but when he got caught on Instagram Live, that was 9/2024. So that's September 2024. Then he allegedly first sexually assaulted her in October 2024. Then subsequently in like December or like January for the second assault. And that's what's being alleged. Okay, so cool. So 2 months of them meeting each other, she was saying, I want to be abused. I want to be abused, daddy, right? Then she says 2 months after meeting him, I'm so sick, I need church, right? She was saying, so when are you going to be able to provide me with dick this week? 2 months after meeting him, right? Or we would wait this weekend when you're not working. 2 months after meeting him. Yo, can you freeze your sperm and give it to me in 5 to 10 years? 2 months after meeting him. She was, so it's establishing that this whole kink about having babies was her thing. And I don't know what this means, but he sends this again. Then she says, why? You want a big black baby? Right? So maybe he's the one who started introducing this terminology, big black baby. Because this is, again, 2 months after meeting her, right? And other messages we read up top, they're not chronological order, so we read things that were like, this is almost going backwards, if you ask me. Yeah, I think this is going backwards. Yes, exactly. So she was saying she wanted a big black baby 2 months after meeting him. She says, I'm trying to have genetically gifted children, you know? So, okay, this is a smart woman. By the way, Hispanic women are really smart. Hispanic women, especially Dominicans, 100%, they're almost like taught to like really think about offspring, the future, and not just date to turn up. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm not shitting on American women, and it's not necessarily black American women. I just think it's just American women. Half of these chicks just want to have a good time. You go get a chick who her family still lives in the DR, she's dating for the come up. And when I mean the come up, she's not going to date the person that's going to have, it's not about who's going to make me feel good and have a good time in the moment. It's going to be, all right, well, if I have kids and a family with him, I'd be able to dictate this legacy. That's way more important. Their dating strategy is much different. A lot of American women these days, if you could buy a section a week, you could fuck them. Like, all they want to do is they're in the club, like, making TikToks. Goofy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's all they give a fuck about. You catch a girl who's Dominican or half her family is from Dominican, or the worst, not worst, but like the most extreme is like Cubans. Cubans, like, there's so much on their shit, especially where they came from. Most Cubans actually date white men, and not only that, they almost start adopting white ideologies. Cubans vote Republicans way more than any other Hispanic race. Go look it up. They just came from Fidel Castro and all them type of niggas in Cuba. They get super Republican when they get over here. Trust. People from Spain. Not only are their pigment usually way lighter, but their ideology and how they look at shit is usually a certain way. Trust, bro. This Unk is live. Let's look at him.
Free. That's like 6 times.
All right, they're playing an ad. This is an ad. This is not current. So we'll wait till they play their ads. They're getting a lot of money from ads, huh? So the reason why I mentioned all that is that it's not, to me, I understand the conversation that's being had, and she's from Spain. I don't know if she's first or second generation or even third, but she's basically telling him, which this is normal, like, hey, you're gifted genetically. I feel like blah, blah, blah. We should breed, right? Like, they kind of look at things like that. Wow. She even says it directly. I need them athletes. So she's saying, these kids, I want to have kids with you because I believe I could have kids who are athletes. She sends a picture. We can't really open it. And good night. She says, I'm getting your name tattooed on me in an hour, by the way. Just so I would let you know. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna lie. When a girl say that, a nigga just be feeling good. Be like, you feel me? You feel me? So she was doing everything. She's 20 years. Yeah, let me tell you this. And this is another thing, too. Again, I ain't speaking about black women. I'm speaking about American women. The average 21-year-old woman that is like, if she's like directly, like she got family in Spain or Cuba or Dominican Republic, they're like 40 mentally, because they know how to acquiesce to a dude to get what they want. They realize like all these bitches running around here twerking all the time and acting ratchet. Yeah, them girls is good to fuck, but niggas ain't gonna really lock in with them. There's them immigrant girls, they know how to lock in with you. Even if, by the way, they still have the same motives. They're just not gonna be doing the other shit. They'll be saying shit like this to you. Oh, I'm gonna get your name tatted. Oh yeah, no, I wanna do this for you, blah, blah, blah. Same shit, bro, right? And again, if anybody disagrees with me, like I'm telling you, I'm going off also experience. When you deal with women who are, and I'm not saying they're any better, so I don't want people to hit me with a treat and shit. Oh, you tethers. No, it's different strategies. A lot of American chicks I see, because of the culture, they attract men with the fast life bullshit. A lot of women who are immigrants, they both have the same goal. They're both the same. But they try to attract you with certain different things. Family building, this and third. Oh, commit, like they act like they're the most committed. They act like they're, whatever. While the other girls, they just act like they have the most fun with you. Again, I'm going off anecdotal experience, by the way. So, what's this? It says, in front of my cognac. I don't know if he was asking her to take a picture. He has this fucking cognac or whatever. Yo, if anybody dated a real Dominican, you'll be familiar with the term chapeador. Okay? If you don't know that word, you ain't really dated a Dominican girl, bro. Dominicans are raised differently. Trust. Dominicans are raised differently in how they look at men, how they vet men, how they acquire men, and how they extract value out of dudes. Trust. It's completely different, bro. I promise y'all. Cubans are the same. They're not in here just fucking for fucking. They got missions. Now, I don't know about Spanish women in terms of women from Spain. I could speak on a few countries. I dated a couple Dominicans. I know about them Dominican chicks. And I know how them Cuban chicks are too. Okay? Anyway, all right. So that's the end of the messages. Let's go check it on Unc.
2 divided by 1, carry the, a really good deal. They told me I should have been a tax accountant. Well, would you trust me with your money? Right-handed, make him roll left.
Okay, here we go. This is live.
If he's left-handed, make him roll right. Well, it's the same thing. Try to make James Harden, try to make Julius Randle, make him go left, make him go right. Keep him out of a dominant hand. But this is what the Lakers needed. Had a little lull there in the fourth quarter, but they got it together, made some big-time plays. I was happy to see LeBron rebound like this because we hadn't seen him rebound like this in a while, considering that growing, and we talked about it, Ocho. Yeah. The one thing that you don't want to do is anything sudden when you got a soft tissue injury. And he's nursing that back, trying to get it back, but he got a couple of days off now, so he should be fully rested and ready to go. When
Like my nigga Ocho. Ocho was like, Unc, I got you. We Batman and Robin. I know you're going through it today, but we got you.
Head to Minnesota. The Lakers win 94-85. Series now tied 1-1.
Oh, Lakers won. Oh, okay, that's good. Let's look at them comments, though. Don't laugh, Ocho. Free Ocho. Atkins watching. Ocho can't hold it in.
Shift back to the what do they call it? Land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota. Ocho, you watching this game? Tell me what you liked about what you saw from the Lakers.
Shoot, the goddamn intensity. They act like they want to.
Yo, my nigga Shannon trying to drop 40 points like he Kobe during the rape case. My boy, you got it. Yo, when I was getting on stream, when it was on my ass, I'm like, I got to be Dave Chappelle funny, nigga. I was trying to drop 50. I understand. Listen, I keep telling y'all, and this is what I'm saying. Yo, could y'all post in Shannon's chat, Ack is watching you? Yo, he fucks with you. Just say he fucks with you. Just say like, yo, Ack rocks with you, Unc. Academics rocks with you, Unc. We rock with you. Like, don't hate me because I called you zesty. I just called it how it is. But I know what today is like for him. I know. He gonna break. He a football player, right? He gonna break down X's and O's. He might bring out a whiteboard and be like, yo, so LeBron was here. They actually had this back screen right here, and then they went here, but you gotta look on the other side. This thing gonna sound like a coach today. He gonna break down basketball like you never seen before today, bro. That's how you gotta, when you're in that moment where everybody's on you, you gotta show people, like, let me tell you this. That first case or whatever, you know me, like, ain't nobody break down cases better than Big Act. When I was going through it, that first case I broke down, nigga, I was damn near trying to solve the murder, nigga. Okay?
To play tonight, they act like they wanted to be there.
Yes.
Look.
And you let you in for it.
Right.
Guys was making shoot
Why
around
somebody
threes.
stop hating? I'm not
You
hating.
can't give them those shoot around threes. You got to contest those shots. And I thought the Lakers did a great job of contesting, closing out to the body.
Yo, is he watching the chat?
Point line, but Nas Reed did not have an opportunity to shoot those shoot around threes. McDaniels didn't have an opportunity to shoot those shots.
Right.
DiVincenzo was in foul trouble, and so he really didn't
This nigga talking a mile a minute. He's trying to get through this shit. My boy.
have. That was really all he did the other night. But in this game, this is what I like to see from the Lakers. They need a balance. I mean, they was okay. Still, I need a little bit more from the bench. I need a little bit more from the bench, especially going on the road, Ocho.
Go ahead,
Yeah, most definitely.
Especially going on the road.
Listen, the fact the defense, defense.
They were scrappy,
Defense. Them boys were scrappy tonight, boy. You could tell they played different. They wanted it. You can just tell. I'm not sure what the difference is in game one and game two.
He looking at the chat. He looking at the chat.
Completely different team. Completely different team.
Yeah, because you look at Mike Conley, you know he had some big threes in game one, Ocho.
Yeah.
He had 0 points tonight. Got some great cardio in. Got 21 minutes of cardio. Now, hey, that's pretty good. Continuous running cardio, you know, probably faster cardio too.
Your uncle's getting cardio in that bedroom.
He had 25.6 rebounds. The other night he had 9 assists. Tonight he had none. You see? I told you, Ocho, I said, hey, you can't let him get the others involved. See, what Luka hurts you is Luka go get 40.
Yo, Skip Bayless. I seen Skip. Yo, you know who probably set this shit up? It was my nigga Skip, man. Allegedly. I seen Skip recently he was in a Jubilee video debating like 100 niggas about sports. I'm like, oh, hell nah. They got Skip doing this type of goofy shit now? How the hell they got Skip over here doing this? Yo, Skip's like a fossil. How the fuck? Skip got to be like, damn, Stephen A. winning, Shannon Sharpe winning. Them fuck niggas left me for dead. I brought Stephen A. on. I helped Shannon Sharpe. Now he probably watching this like, burn, nigga.
LeBron can get 21 points anytime he wants to.
Right.
But I thought the effort that he showed, the leadership that he...
All right, man. All right. Leave Shannon alone, man. Trust me. I just know these days, and it's one of them days. I get it. Okay, people. Okay. I think we're good. Leave Shannon alone. Also, he probably not going to unblock me. You know why? Because, like, the last post on her page is this. And it's showing, like, some messages that's probably not the best. So, whatever. It's all good. All right. Okay. Remind me before we get off, we got to talk about the Ye shit. Right? We'll talk about the Ye shit. Let me see what I wanted to kind of get to. Oh, I think this is a Whack 100 time, right? Chat. Y'all got an hour for Whack or no? Y'all got to let me know. What we doing? Chat. Are you want me to hit Whack? So, yes or no? Oh, but a lot of people say no. Okay. I'll give you the drama with the Whack thing. So, like, the dude Rockstar, I don't know if y'all know him, the guy who was with Black Sam, and Black Sam walked him across the street. He sent me paperwork tonight, and he was just like, yo, Whack is mentioned as a witness. He's mentioned as a witness in the court documents, the new court documents from today. He's like, look on this page. And basically, when I looked on the page, it was a detention memorandum, which means the government is giving reasons why Big U shouldn't be let out of jail. They mentioned that Big U has threatened people and supposedly threatened witnesses. And they claim one of the witnesses, Big U, threatened to break his jaw. You get what I'm saying? Now, in the original indictment, it's mentioned that Big U is on a phone call saying, yo, somebody got to break Wack's jaw. So I guess they were putting two and two together to act like the victim the witness that the police is talking about is Wack. Let me show y'all real quick. Because, I know it seems like I don't want me to call him, but whatever. Let's do this real quick. Where is it? By the way, let me just do it one more time.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Okay. Here we go. By the way, chat, we are bussing tonight, man. We got damn near almost 20,000 people up in here. Between TikTok, Rumble, our 2 YouTube channels, we got like 19,000 people in here, almost 20,000. Real lit. Okay. Is it that? Nope. Okay. So, let me show you something real quick. So, this is a Big U addendum, I guess. Let me give y'all some shit real quick. So, basically, it's called a brief in support of the detention of Eugene Henley, right? So he's trying to get out on bond, and basically the government is saying, why the fuck will we let him out on bond? Check this out. And this is all being submitted to the judge, right? So let's read a few things real quick, and I'm going to try to be quick with this. It says, this is a memorandum of points and authorities. For decades, Big U has been putting on a public facade. He's been masqueraded as a reformed gang member and a legitimate businessman, while his only ambition was only to better his community. But he wasn't helping Crenshaw. He was helping himself. In the shadows, he was secretly operating as a kingpin of a criminal enterprise that ruled Los Angeles through violence, fear, and intimidation. Now he seeks pretrial release under the guise of a reformed persona, even though his criminal activities, Wack is called it. Yeah, I got to answer. Here we go. Wack, we on.
Oh, what up, bro?
Okay, you called at the perfect time. We actually just opened up this thing.
Open up what? What you open up?
Okay, so let me break everything down, and I want to be honest and open with the people too. So today I got a message. It was from Rockstar.
I don't.
No,
hey, bro, listen.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, bro. You got a nigga over there hurt. He don't want to squabble nobody. He don't want to squabble me. Who got marked out by Black Sam at the fucking Marathon Burgers. Who can't read. You know what they say, bro. You want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book.
That is a fact.
Now, you know on the Hunter side, in my exposure team, ain't nobody on the face of this earth been running this paperwork, scraping to it on the daily more than us.
Yeah, you guys know this paperwork way more than anybody else.
Inside out. So you gotta, when you reading certain shit, and you first gotta know what you're dealing with. Always remember, paperwork is gonna always identify witnesses, victims, donors, opponents, enemies. They're going to identify you. Yeah. And then they're going to name you as such throughout the paperwork, right? Yeah. Now, there's one thing you got to pay attention in the complaint, in the indictment, and in the bail hearing today. Those are the 3 documents out on Big U. You have to pay attention to those 3 things. Is one thing that I share in common in all 3 of those documents. You know what they are, Ack?
What is it? Tell me.
I am named and described as Wack 100 or an opponent.
Yeah, I seen you as named as like a rival.
A rival, opponent, Wack 100. That's it. So when people, if you're like, it's like you opening up a book, right? And you got 12 chapters. The motherfucker that opened it up and started reading from chapter 6, to 12 and a nigga that reads it from chapter 9 to 12 is not going to know as much as the motherfucker that read it from chapter 1 to 12. Right? So when you're reading it in the complaint and in the motherfucking indictment, they specify who the victims are, who the witnesses are. Victim 1 is Dale. Victim 2 is DC, the promoter out of Dallas that we just exposed on No Jumper this Sunday. Witness 1 is the security guard. As he spelled out, he's the guy that pulled the gun on Big U and Robinson when they pulled up. Witness 2 is the record producer, which is Marley Marl, who owns the studio and the location. Witness 3 is the video installer that they use to come, take the camera shit out and replace it. Opponent 1 and 2 is 600 and whack 100, and co-defendant is Loose Cannon. Now, when you understand that and you read the paperwork, right, then you'll understand what you read. What this bozo did is today said something about
Wait, hold on. Right before you get to that, and I just, because again, I said this earlier. I said, yo, listen, I don't want nobody to think that I'm ever like, I value friendships, and I do know, like, I respect Wack, and I fuck with him, and we've had this conversation, and I've heard you had this conversation on Even No Jumper. When I got this today, I sent it directly to you. I said, by the way, this is coming my way. Just like, and I know you would do the same with me.
That's real shit.
Right? And, I'm reading through it, whatever. And then, obviously, I wanted to have the conversation with you even before stream, just to be like, all right.
I sent you everything I'm talking about. You got on your text. That's what I'm talking about. Documentation be conversation. If you go to your text, you'll see the description of Witness 1, the description of Witness 2. Witness 2, when they told D-Say, we need to drive back to Vegas to Witness 2's home, right? Witness 2 is the producer, right? Witness 2 is also one of the dudes they said to leave the house so they can go do their thing, right? So, if you read the complaint, you also see where it says he wanted to break Witness 2's jaw for starting a beef or whatever argument between Big U and Whack 100. That's Marley Marl. He called me and told me some shit, and you know me, I called Big U and put it on the table, right? What's happening with this, right? So what they're crossing is where it says Big U on the phone call, what is whatever, says he wants to break Whack 100's jaw. See, Whack 100 is always named out as an opponent, rival, or Whack 100. Witness 2 is always named out as Witness 2. You can't have two Witness 2s. Because then it fucks up there. You know what I'm saying?
And just to give clarity, because again, I think me and you might know, but the audience might not know. So some guy hit me up today, and they're like, "Oh yeah, because in the original indictment, there's a part where there was Big U on a call talking about breaking Wack's jaw, right?" So some guy hits me today, and he says, "Yo, check this out. There's new paperwork where they're calling someone getting their jaw possibly broken a witness, and that has to be Wack, right?" Now, it's on page 13 of this document, and I'll read it, and then I'll have Wack explain it. It says, on multiple intercepted call, defendant talked about beating up or at least breaking witness's jaw, and while defendant may claim other reason for feuding with that witness, the court should protect him. Now, the people who sent it to me, they were like, yo, that's Wack. He's a witness and the court is trying to protect the witness, which would be you. Please explain this.
Oh, no. Witness 2 is spelled out. You got all the paperwork. Witness 2 is spelled out in the paperwork as the producer, the owner of the studio, right? It says right here, Henley again described needing to beat the shit out of Whack 100. Anytime they're talking about me, they tell you he's talking about me. You know what I'm saying? You got on. I'm never described as a witness, a victim, a donor, or none of that shit. You got donors, you got 2 victims, and you got 3 witnesses, and it's like 7 donors. The donors are the ball players, the rappers, people that they got online, you know, sending money or whatever to the organization. So,
wait. So just for clarity, so who is this witness here?
Witness 1 is the security. If you read the complaint, when Robinson and Henley pulled up to the gate, remember, witness 2 is the owner of the property, the studio. That's Marley Marl. That's the record that where they say that the platinum or Grammy nominated producer. That's Marley Marl, right? Okay. So witness 1 is a security guard that works there. Witness 2 is Marley Marl. Witness 3 is the camera guy that comes and installs the camera equipment.
Okay, so the person's jaw that they were talking about, that's not you, but it's actually Marley Marl, right?
It's Marley Marl, because if you read it, when he's talking to D say earlier, right, he says all to break Marley Marl's jaw, who was witness 2, for telling Whack 100 what he told him and starting shit between us. But what you have to pay attention to is, bro, you and me cannot be witness 2 at the same time. It fucks up the goddamn prosecution.
No, of course.
Okay, they're going to name a person as witness 1, person is witness 2, person is witness 3, so on and so forth. So I sent you all the, you got all the documents.
No, hold on. I'm you know, because I could tell, one of the reasons I sent it to you, I could tell they were going to run this into the ground in a way. So anyway, so I got the original indictment up, right? There's someone listed as victim 1, which, by the way, you weren't listed as victim 1 in the indictment. It says, on December. Yeah. So it says, so the Overt Act 105. By the way, this is the original indictment. It says, on February 7, 2023, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told Robinson he was going to break victim 1's jaw. And on an intercepted call, part of the extortion scheme, defendant Robinson told defendant Henley that Robinson told. Okay. So it's victim 1.
Victim 1 is Dale. That's Dale.
Okay.
That's Dale. That's the dude. That's Monster. You know, that's the dude that was doing the dude been on the internet. Dude that was paying extortion shit. The dude with the weed shop.
Oh, okay. And by the way, just for clarity here, chat. So for the people who thought they had something because Whack was mentioned that Big U supposedly threatened that someone should break Whack's jaw. Jaw is mentioned 4 times in the original indictment.
4 times.
Okay. So on the first time it's mentioned that Robinson told victim 1 he was going to break his jaw. Then it's mentioned the second time where it says it was on an intercepted call where Henley says when defendant Henley, which is Whack 1, not Whack, the defendant Big U, when Big U catches Whack, he's going to break his jaw. Then the third time it's mentioned on January 2nd, 2023 on an intercepted call. Henley told Big U Enterprise Associates DS that defendant Henley needed to at least break producer's jaw. By the way, I believe that producer is
witness 2.
Marley Marl. And then on the fourth time it's mentioned, it says on February 13th, 2023 on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told a co-conspirator that Big U was going to break the jaw of a business manager for a former. So again, if you know, I think what Whack is saying here, and I'm understanding, is that it appears that people want to attribute you to some shit, but these are things listed in the indictment that apply to a lot of people.
Yeah, but if you go read what you sent me today, it clearly states witness 2.
Yeah, okay.
So that paperwork today, I'm named out as opponent. Me and 600 are opponent, and Loose Cannon is the co-defendant.
Yeah, I didn't read the full thing. Wow, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I'm always named out as Whack 100 opponent, or like what's the other word they use on me? Opponent. You said it. Opponent. Either whack 100 or opponent.
Yeah. So the way they mentioned it, they said after fleeing with his phones in the hours before his scheduled arrest in this case, in an attempt to intimidate and dissuade anyone from cooperating with law enforcement or otherwise, and reporting information about the defendant, Big U posted publicly on Instagram naming his co-defendants and known opponents, instructing the public not to associate with them.
Right there. What 3 names did he say?
He said U. He said 600. He also said Loose Cannon.
And Loose Cannon is the one named under the RICO co-defendant. Whack and 600 are known in the paperwork as opponents.
Okay.
You'll never find us as a victim or a witness. You won't find. Actually, matter of fact, today, I hope the minute order comes out. They hit him with some more shit and said, because 600 went to court with the whole family. It was a whole fiasco. It was crazy. Yeah. Like, it was nuts.
Today?
Right? Yeah, today, that nigga, the wife tripped out. Everybody tripped out. He stayed the whole time, 2-3 hours. Right? They said in the courtroom that upon your turn in, you are a threat because you told the world that these individuals are cooperating and working and was with us doing the raid of your home, and we go on the record to say we've never talked to, communicate. So this answers your question. With 600, with Whack 100, they named us too, right? But then they said 2 days after you turned yourself in, one of your employees, a Rolling 60 gang member with a grid hat, they put the picture up, put free Big U and kill 600. From which so they used it against him. They like, you deliberately made up a lie. And because your lie, you're so powerful, people believed your lie and put a target on these people back. They used it against him today.
Okay. And Whack, so this is like an honest question I really have for you, right?
What up?
Again, for the record, I don't think, whatever people are saying, I don't believe none of that, right?
I mean, you got the paperwork. I don't give a fuck for the niggas.
No, but hear what I'm saying. Whack. Just being honest, right? And I was talking about this today, and I said, listen. I said, I value Whack as a friend. And, for example, I'm going to give a real example. If every day you was on Clubhouse, and you were like, yo, you know what? We're going to go talk about, let's say, it could even be my civil case, right? I might be like, yo, Whack, hey, until this shit goes to trial, could you at least chill out? I'd be wondering.
No, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. We gonna run this paperwork up the motherfucking wall. If it's paperwork, we running this shit. Yo, Act, I can tell you some shit right now that'll blow the case wide open. Don't think I don't know. I know everything.
No, Whack. I'm not speaking for that.
Yeah, I can listen, my nigga. Some shit I don't say because it ain't in the paperwork. You get what I'm saying?
Whack,
but if it's
I'm not speaking for that. Hold on, I'm not speaking for that. I'm speaking. Hold on. I'm speaking as your brother, because I think when we even had that, kind of heated exchange, which everybody think we were beefing, like I wasn't really like, there's because I like even today.
No, you was insinuating, bro.
No, hold on. Wait.
Insinuation when it comes to paperwork.
Wait, let me get it off, and then you can say whatever. I think people think that I was insinuating that you were cooperating.
You definitely insinuated that.
Whack. I was insinuating the opposite.
No, you was definitely insinuating that they came and talked to me. Hey, bro, let me explain something to you. My record, my history shows it's this simple. I'm gonna expose it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna expose it. Because when they come talk to you, right, it's eventually gonna come out when they talk to you.
Whack. Here's the thing, and this what I was saying, that I think we were on the wrong page. Or not the right, like, here was what I really thought was happening. I think, I'm gonna be honest, again, I'm a civilian. I think if they did come to talk to you, that would have been a better thing. Just let me finish the thought. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Whack, if they didn't come to talk to you, the way they talk about you in this paperwork, they gotta be investigating you. Like, just being honest.
See, but this is what's weird, though, right?
No. Wait.
All
Hold
right,
on. Just answer that point. Just answer that point.
Now, let me tell you why that's weird. So, if I'm on the phone every day with Loose Caddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saying, yeah, fuck that act, bitch ass nigga. Nigga think this, that. I'm going to break his jaw when I see him.
Okay.
I want to whoop Axe ass.
Mm-hmm.
Axe a bitch. Okay. What are they investigating, bro? Me hating? Bro, Big U been hating on me for years, bro. This is what it come down to with whacking Big U. The nigga hated the fact that I was who I was and my business hand was what it was. What are you going to invest? Let me tell you what they do know. They do know we don't fuck around, and whatever he's doing has nothing to do with me. So why are you going to investigate me? For what? For what?
I said today to someone who I was talking about this, I said, yo, listen, I don't want nobody to get this confused.
I live a very simple life.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't.
Hold on, listen to me. I'm the total opposite. One, I don't fuck with the streets. I don't fuck with the streets. I fuck with my team. It's a difference. Two, I don't glorify my neighborhood. I don't talk to 99.9% of them niggas. It might be 5 people from my neighborhood that I talk to. All of them are homeowners. All of them got jobs. All of them raising their families.
Why?
3, I don't hang out in my fucking neighborhood. You know where Big U's at every day? Crenshaw and Slauson.
Okay, I get you.
Every motherfucking day he's in his motherfucking neighborhood. His claim to fame is his neighborhood. When you read the paperwork, everybody right there is from where? His neighborhood. 3, Act. I can text him right now and say I need to hold $500,000. He gonna send it in the morning.
Why? No.
I got different kind of friends, brother. I do different kind of business. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not
Why? I don't think you're doing nothing wrong. I don't.
Okay, so you investigating what? That what? I'm at home with my woman every day?
No, whack.
What you investigating, bro?
No. What I'm saying to you, and I so I'm having a conversation today.
And they could be.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Best believe my investigation will have nothing to do with him.
Okay, great, cool. But here's the thing. I said to the person I was talking to today, I said, I'm cool with whack. I said, there's 2 things that's confusing to me. Like, for example, if every day you was on Clubhouse, and by the way, this is not a criminal case, but if every day you on Clubhouse going over the civil case every day before, we haven't got to court yet, we haven't even got discovery, honestly, right? If every day you were doing that, I would probably be like, yo, whack, could you at least chill out until it gets to that point?
Out of your fucking mind.
No. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me finish your thought.
You sound like one of these other bloggers that's telling you why you running Shannon Sharpe. Because everybody else running it.
No, whack. But if you're even 10 steps close to it, I said to the person, I said, the day Wack says, yo, Act, could you stop putting this up on your stream? I'm done covering Big U. Because I fuck with Wack. I said to the person, I said, I'm a little confused why Wack even leans into this. Because here's the thing. I was never saying that you would talk to the cops. Or that's people saying that bullshit. What I was saying is that if they didn't come to talk to you, they're looking at you. Not saying you did nothing wrong. Not saying that you did nothing wrong. I don't think you did nothing wrong.
How old are you, Act? How old are you? You don't mind me. How old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
No, are you older than 34, 35?
Yeah, I'm 33.
You're 33. Okay, Act. So I want you to grasp this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
They've been watching me longer than you've been living, nigga. You think that means something to me? They've been watching me longer than you've been living, Act. Act, when I was in the streets, I kept a warrant, kept on the run, nigga, I was getting arrested for bodies and attempted murders and all this shit as a pup. They've been watching me shit longer than you've been living. Do you understand my comfort zone? Everybody's watching me. Everybody want to kill me. Don't nobody like me. That's always been my motherfucking mentality, bro.
Why?
So you think I give a fuck about a nigga? I'm going to lay it out, though, bro. You think I give a fuck about a nigga who I done looked out for, help elevate, help save your home, your kids? I swear to God on my daughter's soul, bro, I didn't help this man generate income, get big contracts, save his homes, you name it. Donated to his little football organization, you name it. Act. How much money you think he ever put on my table, bro? Take a guess.
Why?
Take a guess.
All right, nothing. Maybe nothing, or maybe
nothing. And you know what? I never had a problem with it. So how in the fuck? It ain't my fault that your neighborhood seemed not to like you. That niggas that I thought was your friends, when I ran into them, why could I holler at you? What's up, bro? Hey, bro, you just such and such? Yeah, you just helped him do that? Yeah, I helped him put that together, bro. It was a good deal for him. Yeah, bro. You know, every time you do something for him, he get madder and madder at you. What you mean? The minute you helped him do that, he said, yeah, this bitch-ass nigga ain't supposed to be the one in this type of position. This should be me. This type of shit, bro. Yo, Act, listen, bro. Fuck, dude. If the paperwork and the information is available and my people, are you telling me, Act, when my people take their time to go do their due diligence and dig and find shit that's there for the public, don't blame the hunter side of the trenches, bro, because we know how to get shit you don't know how to get.
No,
I can screenshot you something right now. A nigga asked me to go get on the individual, right? And I'm going to go get it because I'm cool with the individual. Right? Now, this dude is a very well-known dude. You ask yourself, why you don't know how to go get this information? He just don't know how to go get it. He's somebody me and you both know very well. Wack, do you think the exposers could go get this? Yeah, that's easy because that's public record. We know this nigga did time. We'll look it up, right? So now we got a situation that me, 600, Loose Cannon, we all close to. You think my team ain't bird dog in this shit?
Wack.
We had this paperwork yesterday.
Wack. Here's the only point I'm trying to make, right?
Big U don't get no grace from us, bro.
Wack. No. Forget Big U. I don't know Big U.
Yeah, well, that's what it's seeming like. You saying,
no.
Why are you running it, nigga?
No. It's not Big U. Wack. This is honestly from me to you.
Why they running Lil Durk?
Wack. I think the feds honestly are looking at all of this, and the way you're listed, they might be, again, not saying you do nothing wrong. What I'm saying is that it's too close to home. That's why I'm like, yo, why do you
don't make sense? How am I listed? I'm listed as what?
Wack.
Somebody he doesn't like.
Wack. If my name was in a federal indictment, even if they said
it all depends on how your name is in the indictment. If it says every time Wack 100 goes to Jersey to do this business, he stops by Academics and he's always in there momentarily. Right?
Yo, Wack.
He always leaves with a duffel
if they
bag.
say you're a rival, you don't. If they're saying
I've been a rival, nigga, from Pyro.
Wack.
The fuck is you talking
if
about?
they're saying you're a rival of a criminal, you don't think they think you're a criminal? I'm not saying you are. But
bro, do you not understand? See, this is where Square Beer come. Big U from Rolling 60s, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm from Paru. We rivals by nature, by the books. You do understand that, right? Let's just, if they got 50 names in sets, and they say these dudes is Crips and these dudes is Bloods, they're going to put me on the Blood side, him on the Crip side, and they don't give a fuck if that's my cousin or brother. We're going to go down as rivals. Do you understand that?
I understand that, Wack.
Okay, now let's go to phase 2. You got a dude, you notice how you haven't seen anything where it says Wack 100 on wiretap, says he wants to do this to this dude or this to that dude.
We never said that. But the only thing I'm trying to say is that, Wack, listen.
Look, but this is what I don't like. And I hate to say it, but I got to start looking at Big U as a rat now. You know why?
What do you mean?
See, the fact that you say, that you would say that weird shit to me and say, what do you mean to that? That's what I mean by the selective politicking. I have to start looking at Big U as a rat, and I'm going to tell you why. Wow. I strongly believe and know he knew his phone was tapped. I strongly believe and know the feds that came to him on 2 to 3 separate occasions about investigating them. Can you agree? It's in the paperwork. Monty, the Trap Kitchen Taco lady, right? They came to her about sex trafficking. She went to him. He knew about that. It's in the paperwork. They got their phone call. She told them the feds contacted me about that. Number 2, the feds contacted his motherfucking wife, came to the house about Rayshawn Williams, the murder. It's in the paperwork. She went and used his father's phone to call him. They got that. 3, they pulled him over in June of 2023 and served a warrant for his DNA for the murder. 4, August of 2023, they arrested him, his wife, and a lady named Anita, Petey Wack from Rolling 60's wife, right, for fucking fraud and shit. So now this is all 2023. You know what that means? We gon' fuck the Sue Surf case that he's in 2022, where he's named that I sent you. That's 5. That's 5 instances where you didn't have federal contact and you don't change your phone number, your socials, or nothing. And you continue to stay on the phone. Do you follow me so far, Act?
Wack, you're preaching to the choir. I have no
Hold on. This is why I gotta say he might be a rat. Why the fuck you keep mentioning my name on that phone?
Why?
I'm only in there because he keeps mentioning my name. He's not saying contact Wack to get this done, call Wack for a meeting, tell Wack to handle dude, tell Wack I got a problem. He's steadily saying my name about what he wants to do to me to another person. Now here come where it gets real at. You ready, Act?
Go ahead.
If you run around here doing all this shit to everybody else, you bitch ass nigga, why the fuck you didn't come do it?
Okay, that's a point.
I tell everybody where I'm at. Act, you got on me. Damn, Act, Wack, this your real address. Damn, Act, you really Wack, you really be here. If you constantly
that was not
on
smart,
a hot phone, right? Act, you know I give a nigga my low.
Yeah, that's not smart. You do.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, from 2022 to now, you know your fucking phone is hot because the feds have came to you directly.
Wack, you're slightly dancing though. Like,
no, I'm not.
No.
Why? Here it goes.
Wack, I'll go with your story.
Why you mentioning my name on a hot ass phone, bro?
Wack. I'll go with your story and say, yeah.
Ain't no story. Act. This is facts. Okay. I tell you what.
All right.
Look, Act. This is what we gonna do. Let's bet 10,000.
You're doing a play now.
I just named. No. 10,000 each situation I just named. I can show you it in the paperwork.
Wack. The things you're saying to me is not of concern to me, which means whatever you say about Big U, I don't know Big U, and he probably is that.
Yeah,
so
but that's what you based it on. You based it on Big U mentioning my name.
Wack, I think I'm making a very simple point. Just like how you said Lou should stay off the phone. If my name was mentioned in a federal indictment, I wouldn't.
Luce is in there. He's in the RICO.
Wait, Wack, let's stay on topic. What I'm saying is that
in the RICO with a charge.
All right, forget Luce. What I'm trying to say is, Wack. The conversation I had today, I said, I'm waiting for Wack to just say, Act, could you stop talking about this? Because I would say to you, if my name was in a hold on.
I don't give a fuck.
If my name was in a federal indictment, that brings up pod.
See, that's the problem right there. You keep saying my name. My name ain't in shit. It's Big U mentioning my name.
Yeah, but your rivals are the guy who's charged. Wack. If I'm a street dude and you know when they say rivals, I mean ops. If my ops just got charged, huh?
Okay, nigga, there's no shooting cases in there but a murder. There's nothing in there that says it was a drive-by happening, there was a retaliation that happened. Then you might be on to something.
Wack, nobody's saying you did nothing. And I wouldn't just
I think you don't understand my position in it, right? Anything in there that dude had going on, I had zero to do with.
Okay, we're not saying you did. I'm just asking you, right?
You got a nigga that keeps out of nowhere. You notice it doesn't say, Wack didn't pay me my money or Wack fucked up on a deal.
Wait, Wack.
Out of nowhere, he'll just mention my name like he's infatuated with me or something, bro.
I'm just wondering why you lean into this case where.
What you mean why I lean into it, bro? What you mean? The same reason why that nigga uttered my name. He mentioned my name. I'm a nigga, it's on. I'm not gonna stop. I don't give a fuck if I die today. My team gonna continue, bro. What you mean? You niggas is scared of niggas. I'm not scared of niggas, Zach.
Put like
I'm not scared. Y'all scared. I'm not scared of a nigga I know.
Whack. All right, hold on. You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of I don't know what the feds could be up to, right? I would feel
it don't matter what they up to, they gonna do what they gonna do, bro.
I would feel guilty if a conversation between me and you led to anything.
What conversation? All we talking about is the paperwork.
You're right. But
I don't sell drugs. I don't rob people. I don't do none of that shit. So if I'm talking about the paperwork, what's written in the paperwork, that's just what I'm talking about, bro. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, I don't get it. Because what y'all want is y'all want a nigga to bag up off of it. No, new paperwork came out today. Nigga, actually came out yesterday. We read it. Period.
Whack. The only reason why I say that,
we read.
Whack. The only reason why I said that is that I remember you called me, and I wasn't on stream, but you called me. You said, "Ack, you run a narrative on me," and I felt bad because I said I consider.
You ran a narrative. You did. You ran some bullshit.
Wait, Whack. Hold on though.
Yo, you say, bro, look, Ack, this real shit. You said, and you don't want to bet. I want you to bet. I still want to bet, but you tucking your tail playing pussy. I want to bet. You said, ain't no way. I want you to put that on your mama that the fans have ever in life, not even just with this, had a conversation with Whack 100. Put that on your mama, bro. We can bet that. You said ain't no way because of what you and nigga, you had a video.
Whack. You said the police, the feds called you over Jay Prince. So
that's Jay Prince.
No, hold on.
That got to do with Big U.
Okay.
And now, I want you to say it. Who said the fans called me? Who said it?
You said it about the
I said it, right? Yeah. Didn't nobody find out? It didn't come out of no paperwork. Whack said it, right?
Mm-hmm. Whack.
So you think I would give a fuck about
Whack
if they came to talk to me about this dude?
Whack. My true opinion on that. This is why that's why I was leaning into that.
Can we bet? I just want to know, can we bet? Because today,
all right, Whack.
The bidding orders, let's bet.
All right, Whack.
Look, the
I'll
motherfucking
bet. You name the price. Hold on, Whack. You name. All right, you
whatever,
name
whatever. The 100,000.
What, Whack? Yes, I'll bet 100,000.
That's you saying the feds talk to me.
No. I'll tell you the terms. If the feds didn't talk to you, you're subject of a federal investigation right now. That's why I'm asking you why you're talking.
Hey, you up? Hey, your act. You playing with our friendship right now, nigga. So you telling me right now, there's no difference than you saying the feds talk to you and you ain't saying nothing versus they're investigating you?
Why? I'm saying it's an either or. It's an either or.
No.
I'm hoping it's neither, but it's clearly it's an either or.
No, you dancing. What did you say though, my nigga? As a man, as they looking at you as a man, you accuse me of what?
I said if they probably did try to talk to you. Now,
okay, now stop right there. That's what I want to bet on. Let's bet on that right there. I don't know what they investigate. That's their business.
All right, hold on. Whack. Hold on,
listen,
Whack. I'll take your word for that. Hold on.
You saying?
Wait, hold on. I'll do two bets then. I'll do two bets. We could do two bets for 100,000 each.
Let's do it.
So the first bet is that they either talk to you. The second bet, you're a subject of a current federal investigation.
I'm not betting when I'm subject because I'm not a fed to know that. I can bet on ain't nobody talk to me. And we can prove that because it'll come out in the minute.
The reason why I would bet it like that because I think I would come out with because I know it's an either or.
Bro.
There's no third option.
Hey, listen, bro. Ain't no nigga in violation if he being investigated, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're in violation. I'm just saying again.
But you saying the fans talk to me and I ain't said nothing is a violation.
No, hold on. All right, but here's the thing. I'll back off of that point. But so me backing off that.
Let's bet.
No. I'm down to back off of that. Bet. Whack. My new point is.
Let's bet. No. Okay. Until you bow the fuck down and say I was wrong for saying that, let's bet or you pussy.
The best I'll do is I'll give you a zero sum bet, which means I'm betting either or because I know this is not a there's no third possibility. It's either you or
the feds is investigating is their business. You said that they have already come and talked to me.
No, I said that was most likely what probably would have happened.
No, that ain't what you said. You said ain't no way they ain't come to talk to you. So listen, today, the fucking DA addressed that. It's in the minute order, so I know we can get to it. So let's bet. The DA went on the record and said, you went on a fucking video and put it out there and said that 600 and WAC 100 has talked, dealt, or working with the FBI and other agencies, and we're on the record that that's a lie. We never dealt, talked with none of these individuals. They're not going to do that and put themselves in a trick bag because then that fucking defense attorney could use it against his credibility. They said that today. He said you put a target on them people's back, which lets us know how powerful you are. You put a target because right here 2 days later, this guy that works for you in the grid, contracted through developing options, put up a post, free Big U, and kill 600. 2 days after, they use it against him. So,
by the way, you see, every time I talk to you, what some people think that is me like getting bitches, like, I know your tactics. No, look. I know your tactics.
That's like me saying, bro.
No. I know your tactics. I'm changing my opinion.
I know you fucked with underage kids.
Whack. No, I'm changing.
Because you was engaging in a conversation.
Whack. I'm changing. Hold on. I'm changing my opinion. I actually don't think they came to talk to you, but it strengthens another point that I believe they might be looking into. Not that you do nothing wrong.
That's cool, bro. I mean, they could be. They might be looking at you.
Hold on. And then
they might be looking at you.
You're right. But then I ask, I wonder why you and people around you still focus on this case that much, because
why shouldn't we?
They might be looking at you.
It's brand new.
If like you don't see me breaking down my situations on here, like that's the only confusing part to me.
Breaking down whose situations?
I mean, I'm not under any, from what I know, any federal investigation in terms of criminality.
Well, okay.
But if I was, and let's say they charge someone.
I don't get what you're saying. This is not my situation. This is what you're missing. You and everybody else want me to be part of this shit so bad. You want me to be the nigga that killed Rayshawn Williams so bad.
No, that's
or the
not
nigga
true.
that assisted him in extorting so bad.
Whack.
Or the nigga that was fucking bitches with him so bad.
Whack.
Y'all like, why
Let me ask you a
Whack
question.
ain't involved?
Whack. If the police describes you as a rival of a criminal, of who they think is a criminal.
What'd that tell you?
No, hold on. What do you think they're saying about you? If they're saying that you're a rival of a criminal, you don't think they're thinking you're a criminal?
We don't get along.
So you're saying they don't think you're involved in criminality. Again, I'm not saying you are, because I actually don't believe you are.
Yo, act. Let me explain something to you. You commit more crimes than me, bro. One crime I know you commit every now and then for a fact. Every now and then, you blowing over 0.08. See, Whack don't drink, so I'm never going to worry about driving under the influence.
I don't drive when I'm drunk.
You commit bullshit. This is a fact. I know. Any nigga that drink, nigga, because y'all don't know, y'all think it's normal. All you niggas that jumped in that driver's seat and drove at a 0.10, 0.0, that is against the law. This is a fact. I think you think, I don't run the streets, bro. I think you think because of the persona, I run the streets, I hang out in the streets. No.
Whack. You're saying things I'm not saying. I don't believe you do any criminal shit. Like, I can't say that enough.
So why would I give a fuck?
No, Whack. I'm going off, just like how you say you go off the paperwork, right? You know, just like how you mentioned the whole brick baby and you had your theory about that. I said,
ain't no theory. That's right there, bro.
But Whack, it needs to be no theory. If somebody is a rival of a criminal, it's only likely that the cops think you're a criminal too. No,
that's some bullshit. No, that's bullshit. They
Really?
know we're rivals. They know we're rivals because individually we just don't like each other, bro. They know at one point in time we was
so they
cool,
think you're
and
a
now we're not.
legal, law-abiding rival of a criminal gang or a criminal enterprise.
Bro, let me understand. You think it ain't no rats from my neighborhood, bro? Do you really think they ain't went over there and asked niggas from my neighborhood, right? Yo, Wack be over here. The Wack be doing this. Are you crazy? It's a fact. Yo, Act, it's only like 3 people from my neighborhood that could even talk to me. Period.
Yeah.
Straight up. I cussed the nigga out today.
I keep saying we don't think you're doing criminal.
I cussed the nigga out today for calling my phone. Hey, Wack, who this? This Wooty Woo. Who? What you calling my phone? Blood, we for the same. I don't give a fuck about what we for the same. Don't call my phone, you bitch ass nigga. I don't fuck with you or no other nigga. If you don't know who to call, then nigga, you ain't gonna talk to me. Click. Act. I move different, brother. Everything that you think these dummies do, I don't do.
So wait. And again, and this is why I say, like, I think the internet, like, for me, I don't want them to think I'm a bad friend, because this is why I try to hit you off. Like, if you were like, yo, Act, could you stop talking about this bullshit? Ignore this
Act,
shit.
when I fly in to see you, do I got my homies with me?
No.
Okay. If you come down to No Jumpers, the same 4 or 5 faces with me, right? Everybody of age, 40 or better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very quiet, very respectful individuals, right?
Yeah, everything you're saying is true.
That's it. Like, I don't. Hey, bro, I don't think you understand. Like,
no, wait. You're acting like I'm assuming you're.
I had a nigga call me today about 2 hours ago, talking about, and it's crazy because R&B's on the side of me. She's looking at me, right? This dude calls me out of nowhere, nigga. I don't know. Hey, Wack, I know how to write grants for your 501(c), and we can make it look like this and make it look like that to an excess of this, that. I say, hey, bro, I don't know who gave you my number, for 1. 2, I don't do grants. 3, I don't have a 501(c). Know what he says? We can take your podcast situation and make it look like this, and they'll cut the check. I say, hey, bro, whatever you talking about, I don't understand it. Don't know nothing about it. It ain't my game. Appreciate the call, but I'm the wrong guy for you. Got off the phone with him. Straight up, I swear to God. I'll call a nigga back with you on the phone. He might be think I want to do it.
Wack, I'm just saying.
Certain shit I don't do, homie.
No, hold on. Wack. As me as square as I am, if, let's say, I don't know, who am I cool with? I don't care who I'm cool with. Like, just if there was a federal indictment even naming me like that, at a certain point, I would be like, Wack, could we just not talk about this on live where I can't say certain things?
I don't know. That's the side of guilt. Bro, I think you missing the point, homie. I'm not named in there as a suspect, a witness.
You're named as a rival of a criminal.
Okay, great. Now, let me ask you a question. Why do they target me as a rival? For what reason? Let's see if you going.
Because y'all are in street business, clearly.
No. Why do they target me as a rival?
I mean, you could tell me, but if you're gonna say because you've spoken bad about him, you're not the only person who spoke bad about him.
They're targeting me as a rival because he keeps saying my name. Act. My neighborhood is 35 minutes from dude. Do you understand what I'm saying? He got real enemies 4 or 5 blocks away in all directions. You know why they're not saying their rival? Because he's not saying their name. They're only calling me a rival. They calling 600 a rival. Where's 600 from, academics?
He's a rolling 60, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Where Big U from?
Rolling 60s.
But Big U says his name. He says my name. I'm only identified as a rival because this nigga on his hot-ass phone keeps saying my name. And he know his phone is hot. The world need to go read the paperwork. Sue Surf Indictment 2022.
Wait, hold on,
Eugene Big U Henley named as number 4 suspect, gang leader. Nigga, 2023.
Wait,
they
can't
came to his house
said,
3
though?
times. He hot.
Can't the opposite be as well said? Because you're right. Eugene Henley, aka Big U, kept speaking about you while his phone was being recorded. But
there you go.
Hold on. But the opposite could be said, that you were on Clubhouse, a public platform, talking about him as well.
Oh no, we're talking about the grid program. You never have.
But you're still discussing.
Look,
I'm gonna be honest.
It's a difference. Let me tell you the difference.
What's the difference? Go ahead.
Wack is talking about a contract that we're reading. Wack ain't saying, I want to kill the nigga. I want to whoop the nigga's ass. All this shit. That nigga, every time he mentions me, I want to break his jaw. I want to whoop his ass. Right? Every time I mention him, we're talking about the grid program that he openly does to the people. We're reading a contract, bro. That's it.
Yeah, but through, like, you know, your associate 600, it came, you know, at least to the popular part of the internet about a possible murder, like
that's not
conversations about him working.
Not 600. That is through somebody that was posing to be his sister and mother.
Let me ask you this question though: the reason why did he just randomly just say we need to break his jaw, or did he hear you talking?
He randomly said it.
Hold on. Or did he hear you talking on Clubhouse about him doing a narrative and running?
Here goes the thing, academics. Big U has been on Clubhouse talking about me.
Okay, that's true too. Fair is fair.
So what the fuck? Like, you niggas, this little bitch ass niggas, ain't nobody scared of dude, bro. He is who he is. You know what our cemeteries is full of, bro?
Mm-hmm. What?
Gangsters and killers and tough niggas. That's what our cemeteries is full of, bro.
Yeah.
Gangsters, killers, and tough niggas.
I feel like you put me like in a very difficult position because I don't think if people hear like what even the point of my conversation is, I want Wack to say, "Yo, Ack, listen, even though I'm innocent as a motherfucker, bro."
Man, listen, I don't know
because you know what I don't like. I listen to
you ain't accepting.
No, Wack,
I don't got nothing to do with his indictment.
No. I'm not saying you do, but here's the thing, Wack. I listen to you every day, and for the last 2 weeks, every time I type your name in the morning while I'm doing my little errands or whatever, because I've always got my phone on me, I've been hearing you having to defend yourself on the same topic about the same situation.
I don't mind defending myself because it's paperwork. Look, bro, you got 70% of the world is dumb as fuck, right? It's just simple, right? A lot of people don't like me because I do what they scared to do or can't do. And that's cool. I don't mind that, right? It's like 600 today. 600 went by itself up to that court building. There was a bunch of niggas there, homeboys, family members, all kind of shit there, right? They got in the elevator, got the whooping. 600 said, when the ladies get off, we go back up. Niggas 6 floors, we get it out the way. Or we can go to the parking lot. Then nobody want no problems. It be woofing, bro. I don't mind the niggas talking. Half of them talking is dummies. You get what I'm saying? So I don't trip it. It's content. Like this dude sent you that. You know what that tell you about that dude that sent you that? Mm-hmm. He's a dummy. Do you not know how to read? You stupid motherfucker. Is named out who witness 2 is. Stupid right here. Right? So it just makes it easier on me. They make me look like I'm bigger than what I am. Because you coming at me with some shit, I can just say, well, here go the paperwork, read it. I don't come at nobody with no assumptions, with no work, bro. It gotta be there. Or I just know something. And when I know something, it usually leads to the work, like Brick Baby. You heard me for damn near 2 years say, you got caught with a K June 23rd, 2023, and he denied it. And when the paperwork hit, what did it say? I knew something. My homeboy fucking his wife. This is how I knew.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my homeboy fucking Brick Baby wife. Been fucking her. How you think I knew?
Are you trolling, Wack?
No, nigga, on my daughter's soul. This how I knew. Brick Baby said, before I got booked, this bitch ass nigga was on Clubhouse saying what I was getting booked for. How you think I knew? Nigga, if a bitch watch her nigga go to jail for an AK, and this nigga the one paying the bills, who you think her first phone call to, academics?
I don't know.
Her nigga, her side nigga. You ain't never hear me tell Brick Baby, your wife like Paru up in her? I used to say it all the time. I called a homie. You know who he is. I called him on the three-way, me and you one-on-one.
So you're saying
So while he
Big
getting
Baby's
booked,
wife was cheating with somebody who you know?
hey, bro, she fucking two homies. This a fact.
Two?
This a fact. This is a fact. So when the homie called me, he said, Blood, they just picked up Brick Baby. I said, what you mean? Yeah, he said, look what he say. Baby, what they get him for? They took an AK-47 out of here. Where you at? I'm at the bitch house. This how I knew. So I went to Clubhouse and said it before he was even booked in there. This is why he crashed out. Remember him saying, and this bitch ass nigga Whack 100, I don't know how he be knowing shit, but he be knowing shit. The nigga got to be the police. I know because your bitch is reporting to the homie. Dummy.
Has she ever addressed that? So she's smacked. Wait, is
Hey,
your
bro, that shit ain't nothing new, bro. There are a lot of niggas, bitches out here getting hit. That shit ain't nothing new, bro.
It's
a fact.
Is your homie's not like his op, right?
On Paru, he's a Paru.
Are Rolling 60s and Parus not get along?
No, nigga, one side is red, one side is blue. That's why I'm trying to tell you, them calling me a fucking op, nigga, is what it is. Now, it means a little more than them calling 600 a op. Them calling 600 a rival means a lot more than them calling me a rival. You know why? Because 600 is from Rolling 60s. They're from the same gang. Where I'm from, I'm automatically a rival, bro. Red and blue. My association says I'm going to opt to anything on the blue side, whether I'm cool with them or not.
Oh.
It's like saying you from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
But you live in New York, right?
Yeah.
And Jersey and New York don't get along. But you live in New York. You've been there 10 years. But they say ops are defined on what states that don't get along with either state. Jersey, they're going to label you, okay, academics from Jersey. Put them on the Jersey side. Whoever's on the Jersey side going to be an op to the New York side, automatically. Now, 600 is from Rolling 60s. Loose Cannon is from Rolling 60s. So for them to call them rivals means something totally different. Because they're all from the same gang. Now, Ed Hefe, guess where he will sit when it comes to me and Big U?
What?
He's an op. Their gangs don't get along even though they Crips. They're rivals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, them referring to me as a rival, motherfucker, I've been a rival when it comes to where he from. Now, me and 600, they're going to say they're rivals, but they get along. They're cool. They're from the same gang. Why they don't call me and 600 rivals? Because 600 ain't saying what he want to do to me, and I'm not saying what they want to do to him. What I'm saying is, the only reason why I'm mentioning that paperwork, I'm not mentioned by the Fed saying he's doing this and he's doing that. It's simply mentioning on wiretap, Big U said he wants to do this to Whack 100. On wiretap, Big U says he hates Whack 100. Nigga, why you keep mentioning my name on the phone that he know is hot? Yeah. He know it's hot. You know your phone is hot.
I mean,
ain't no way he don't know it's hot. It's in the paperwork. Every time the feds have come, arrested you, served warrants for your DNA, took you, your wife, and the other chick to jail, questioned your people, sue serve, he never changes his phone number. Don't you think something's a little odd about that?
Maybe he's working.
He is, nigga, and I'm glad your light is on. Guess what? He had a contract with the 77th Street Unit Gang Division, LAPD, and the nigga thought one thing will protect him from another. That's all it was, bro.
Wait, you think he was working and just like he?
That's a fact.
Oh,
bro.
Man.
Why else would he just be so freelance with it, bro?
That's a good point.
He thought he was, bro. He really thought he was for real.
Yo, this nigga Big U was out here working, man.
Bro, look at it. I sent you the Sue Surf shit. He's in the indictment. They named his information in there. His Instagram and everything. Big U1, phone numbers, everything. Okay.
Why he never changed his number if he knew there was up on him?
Here it come. I'm glad your light is on now. Now your fucking light is on. That's 2022. He's named in the indictment. I sent you the work. You're reading it.
Wait. All right. So hold on. Wait. So help me break. So do you think that maybe he knew something was up, but he's like, yo, if I start working and they're gonna get what they're gonna get, they're gonna leave me alone.
I think he thought he had leniency coming, bro.
Makes sense.
December 2022, he's naming the Sue Surf indictment. You read it. I sent it to you. It's right there. Number 4. Right? You want me to send it to you again right now?
Yes. Let me see.
Hold on.
This nigga Big U was really out here working, man. You're like. Wait. How do you find out if somebody is like working though? Like.
Bro, listen, bro. You gotta look at it, bro. Okay. Watch this. And this is here we go. I want you to. Here you go. Because you know when I tell you I got it, I got it. You're gonna read this shit. And you're going to see the whole Sue Surf indictment. You familiar with it. It's in Jersey. I want you to
You're
look
saying Big U is in this indictment? I ain't think I see the whole thing.
Nigga, that's what I've been saying, you weirdo. You don't hear me. Number 4, look at it.
All right, I got it right now. Here we go.
Number 4, go to D.
Instagram user ID Big U, believed to be Eugene Henley. Target account number 4.
Now, if you roll down, it says he's the gang leader. He's providing guns and drugs. He's in the whole indictment. Look at the year, nigga. Look at the fucking year. What year is that stamped?
The year, let me see.
Go to the bottom.
Yo, Wack, how you even got that? I ain't even got this shit.
This is 2021, April 8th. Now watch this. This is April 8th, 2021, right? You ready for this? When you go to the complaint of this case now, January 2023 was the 2nd year anniversary of the murder. They visited his wife. She called him. Watch this. January 2021.
Yeah.
They put together a rolling 60 task force. You read it.
Yeah.
All those alphabets.
Mm-hmm.
This is April 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
February 2021, they initiate the Rayshawn Williams federal investigation murder. This nigga's in this paperwork. They picked up everybody but him. You're reading it.
Oh, this nigga was working, man.
You're reading it, nigga. Look, all these niggas is Jersey niggas. It's a nigga from New Jersey.
So you trying to tell me Big U done told on the Jersey niggas? You know I'm from Jersey. I can't. You know I was letting Cali business be Cali business, but if Big U done told on a couple Jersey niggas, it's like
it's a nigga named from Jersey who been exposing Big U. He from Rolling 60s or Grape Street in Jersey. Of all his homies been locked up and won't nobody listen to him. He's something 112. I'm gonna send you his IG. He's in Jersey. That nigga runs this shit on him every day. But he just ain't got a voice, bro. You're reading it. Look, nigga name is The Voice. Here we go, right here. The Voice.
Damn. So, all right. So for the record, so Big U definitely was working. He was working.
Bro, you looking at it.
Nah, I see. Brick Baby, he working too.
You looking at it. The nigga got a shooting case, 2022, caught with a K and 3 guns and 100 rounds of ammunition. 2023, it was out all in months. Nigga, no monitor, no ankle monitor, traveling. Remember he went to Atlanta with Adam, remember? Traveling, All kind of shit.
Wait, nah, he probably checked in with his like pre-trial release officer type shit,
He didn't have a court date.
Oh, that nigga working.
He never had a court date.
That nigga working.
He never had a court date, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this dude right here, I'm gonna send you his page. He's 112, game over. The Voice. This nigga's from Jersey, bro. He the one gave us the paperwork on Big U out there.
Yeah, how is Big U in a Jersey indictment? Like, that's kind of
You reading it, nigga. You reading it. You got it. All this time I've been telling you and laying out the fucking landscape, but you don't want to hear me. Don't nobody want to hear me. It's right there. Fuck what I'm talking about. But
hey, Wack, you know what I realized after we got off stream last time? You explained something that I didn't get. It's a difference between working and snitching. And I used to think there was both.
You have it.
So working is like, you know your situation is hot, but you're moving around. You know the Fed's probably watching you, or whoever's watching you, but you're feeling like if you lead them to enough, they're gonna leave you out there. Rather,
hey, bro. Hey, look. Go to page 7. Watch this. Information to be seized by government. All information described above in Section 1 that constitutes fruits, evidence, and instrumental violation of Title 18, United States Code Section 1962-63, racketeer and influence corrupt organization, and 1959, violent crimes in aid of racketeering. Title 18, United States Code Section 922, illegal firearm possession, 924C, use of firearms in relation to a crime of violence or drug trafficking crime or possession of firearm and furtherance of such crime, and 371, conspiracy interferes with commerce by threats of violence and violent. Title 18, United Code Section 1951. Watch this.
Now, Wack,
the
you got to work.
following are involved. Look, S.A. Bakersfield, Elijah Williams, a.k.a. Little Smith, Eugene Henley, a.k.a. Big U, Abdul Yardnell, a.k.a. Running Up, BBB, a.k.a. Treyberg, a.k.a. Bands, G Bands, Kareem Green, James Fillin, Six Pack, Big Patch, Ray John Cox, a.k.a. Sue Surf.
Oh, nah. So wait, so the whole theory with this is that Big U is supplying guns and drugs?
Bro, this 2021. What happened to the arrest? Everybody else.
Wait. Was he working at this time or nah?
Bro, you do the motherfucking math, nigga. Everybody went but him.
Wait, I thought he got locked up for this.
Look. You got to work, bro. Fuck what I'm talking about. You looking at the work.
Wait, he didn't go to jail for this?
No.
Oh, he was working. Oh, that's that Brick Baby shit. He working.
You looking at the work. You got it. It's right there.
I thought he had got locked up for this.
No, nigga. He ain't been to jail since 2004.
I'm reading this. Unlawful distribution of controlled substance at 843 use of communication facility involving Asai Bakersfield, Elijah, whatever, Lil Smith, Eugene Henley. Nah, he must have got locked up for this.
No, bro. No.
What?
Yeah, but y'all don't want to hear me though. Y'all want to stay talking about dumb shit, but not the real shit.
So this nigga, wait.
It's right in front of you, bro. Fuck what I'm talking about. It's right. See how these niggas just talk? They can't put it in front of you. I'm going to put it in front of you, Act. It's right there.
What the hell?
They label him as a gang leader.
Wait, why do they have his name so much in his paperwork and they ain't lock him up?
Oh, okay. I don't know. But a nigga mentioned my name because he want to do something to me and I'm working. I got something to do with it. No, nigga, this what the police saying.
The investigation has further revealed that members and associates of the Rolling 60s are involved in the distribution of controlled substances to include heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana. For example, in 2020, investigators conducted at least 3 controlled buys from mid-level enterprise member that's blanked out using the use of confidential source. All of the sales took place in Rolling 60s territory.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you keep reading to get even juicier. You see pictures and everything.
What the fuck?
Look, number 45. Go to number 45, Act.
Yeah.
Scroll down to 45.
The investigation has revealed that Henley, aka Big U, likely uses the Instagram account with the user ID Big U1. He's identified as a senior member of the enterprise who hold a national leadership role. He's heavily involved in the music industry and public excuse involvement in violence. In early March 2021, he visited Crescent Lane. He was met with great enthusiasm by enterprise members and associates, demonstrated by the posting made by Green below. Oh shit.
Oh, keep reading.
Henley has been identified as an individual in the center of the photograph, wearing a Crenshaw sweatshirt and a blue hat. In the associated caption, Phillips referred to Henley as the honcho. He's adding, shout out to the gang, man. Further review
It goes all the way down.
of the social media records reveal that Henley is Facebook friends with 2 other guys, and that they use the thing to invite him to Philadelphia, and they posted, my biggest brother Big U pulled up on me late night to check a nigga from Irvington to LA, real hoodsters.
Hey, look, bro. Look, I ain't gonna even. It's a whole lot to read. Now, do you understand what I'm saying? That's 2021, right? So then they tap on your door, January 2023. Talk to your wife by a murder. June 2023, they arrest you and serve a DNA warrant to take your DNA for a murder. And then August 2023, they arrest you for some fraud and all this shit. But yeah, you on the phone talking about wacky. You know you hot.
What the hell?
Nigga want to talk about something, talk about what's in black and white, my nigga. Fuck what a nigga talking about. Talk about what's in the black and white.
Wow. How come I never seen this shit before?
Now and I didn't send it to you. You know why? Because you've been on the whack hater campaign with all the rest of them.
Nah,
that's why. They got, bro. Hey, bro, your chat would tell you Wack been telling you this, bro.
So you trying to tell me? I mean,
hey, I ain't telling you shit. You looking at the paperwork, right?
Nah, Big U.
Okay, the grid program, bro. He working with the LAPD. Everything's named out. You getting paid by the police to turn in gang hotspots, gang members, guns, all this shit. All he want to talk about what he doing for the kids. No, let's talk about your overall.
Hold on. All right. Here's the Whack. You know how like spooked I would be. Like for example, like, and this is public knowledge because it came out already, right? So like in the 6ix9ine, he had to go to court for like probation shit. His lawyers said that one of his friends turned into a cooperant for the feds against 6ix9ine. Don't you like bringing it back to Big U?
Hold on, bro. Hold
on. Don't you think that nigga might be up in there trying to lie snitch on you? Cause now you gotta think about like yo that nigga, if he was working like that, and he might have been working before.
Look, academics, fuck what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got a New Jersey Crip on my phone. This the nigga brought us the paperwork.
Oh shit, who this?
We live with academic. I'm telling this nigga, Big U came out there and fucked over a lot of them Crip niggas out there. He don't believe me. I seen the work.
Is that true?
Yeah, Big U, yeah. Nah, for a fact, yeah, he's done up when it comes to it. Nah, when it comes out here, yeah, he's finished.
Wait,
his shit is over with.
Wait. So Big U came in and like his presence jammed people up?
Nah, look, yeah, he came out here, but the nigga came out here, he was trying to fake friendship and trying to do all this other shit, you know what I mean? But, you know, Jersey niggas be up on point about shit, you feel me? They peep niggas style, and, you know, certain niggas wasn't feeling the nigga, and, yeah, brody, like that nigga, he just ain't, when it comes to him, he's all bad when it comes out here, you feel me?
Hey, bro, let him know how he was in that whole indictment with all them Jersey niggas. Everybody got picked up but him.
Oh, yeah, that shit was even more crazy.
Wait, that's true?
Yeah, that shit was even...
Everybody got picked up on him?
Bro,
Sue Surf, all of them is in that work, bro. You looking at it.
That's a fact. What is bond? That's a fact. I mean...
Wait, what did y'all think when he didn't get picked up? Because that do look a little crazy, I'm going to be honest.
When he didn't get picked up?
Yeah.
Nah, niggas already knew. Especially he. It's shit, like, it's a lot of shit a lot of situations I ain't even going to just touch now, but it's just like, my nigga, I mean, a rat is a rat, you feel me?
Wait,
so it's like, that's the whole reason why I started fucking with. Yo, my nigga, that's the whole reason why I started fucking with 600 so hard, because I just like the way he just stood on the business with it. Like, he was the only nigga to really be like, yo, nigga, a rat is a rat, nigga. So, I mean, that's what it is, nigga. If he was a rat, then nigga, I mean, word, fucking nigga. Like, I mean,
let me tell you the crazy part about it. You will let a nigga tell you something. I send you the direct paperwork and you still be flabbergasted. Like, oh my God, is this a nigga can tell you some weird shit, but you got to work. This is a Jersey nigga. This man found us because he saw us with the line we was putting. He like, yo, what? 600 nigga fucked over us out here, bro.
Word up.
Damn.
Like, if at that, I'm a crib if at that from Jersey, like, I mean, so.
Yeah, he a crib.
You know how niggas get down out here like Crips talk, nigga.
Damn, not Big U. I thought he was like solid.
Man, that nigga a sucker, man. And fuck that nigga, man. Word up, nigga. Nigga, Jungle from Jersey said it first, nigga. Word up.
I ain't gonna lie, it would kind of be spooky if everybody got picked up, because they do mention him a good amount in this indictment. I thought he got locked up for it.
My nigga, like, you gotta understand. Like I told you, man, it's a lot of shit that I don't really want to touch bases on, because, you know, it should be a popularity thing, you feel me? But, man, niggas is suckers, man. Like 600 been saying, you feel me? Niggas is suckers, so, you know.
Damn, this is bad work.
Pick it up.
Damn.
Man.
Oh, but listen, bro. Again, when I tell you, bro, it's like this. It is what it is, right? I know what I know. And I think they get mad because, you see how I talked to you about it? I sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
I sent it. Okay, now earlier, a nigga sent you something. He said it was on me. You know what I did? Went and got the paperwork and sent you all the documents. Dummy. Witness.
Why you think ain't nobody do nothing? When I'm sitting there saying, yo, Big, you ain't good in Jersey. I'm yelling this shit out. You post me on the page. I'm like, nigga, fuck that nigga. I'm saying, get out here. Ain't nobody standing up for this nigga. You feel me? He act, nigga. Black post me all on this page like, yo, Jungle for Jersey got a message. I mean, and I told niggas what it was. I be outside. Oh, no nigga want to prop him over that nigga, man. You don't give a fuck about that nigga.
I can't believe Big U came to Jersey and got niggas jammed up. That's crazy.
You looking at it? Are you not looking at it?
No. I mean, we just read it.
Hey, look, bro. Look, at the end of the day, all I can do is be me, stand on what I stand on. I'm out front with what I do, what I don't do. I understand your concerns, but understand this, this is some real shit. I don't do nothing all day. See, these times right here is all my conference calls overseas. Me and my woman work We got 3-4 different projects. Earlier today, I was on the phone back with the Bodega Association, figuring that shit out, figuring out fucking Africa. I got Blueface coming home with a complete rollout I'm doing for him, right? I got in line with your man Trap Lord. I'm included. All of us gonna be included in it. But I got reality show, I got an album, and we got a boxing match. So Blueface is stepping out working. He going to work every month, something happening. Reality show dropping, music dropping, boxing match dropping. I got with my man Mams, who does all the Jake Paul and all them niggas fights. He gonna come in and spearhead this shit. Hey, look, bro, I don't hang in the streets, my nigga. When I go outside, I go outside. I go to No Jumper, do my No Jumper shit. I'm 48 years old, homie. My woman is fine as a motherfucker. I like to look at her. I like to be around her. And we got projects. We got work to do. My children are grown. I got 2 at home. We just had a grandbaby. We get her 2-3 days out the week. We enjoy that shit. Other than that, bro, I'm not running around shooting dice, clubbing, motherfucking what the homies is doing. Go fuck with these people, hit the dispensary. That ain't what I do, bro. It's just not what I do.
Yeah, no, man.
It's just not. So I think the persona people get of me, you didn't see me in many different places, bro. You don't never see me on no nigga shit. Even when my team is with me, they're very respectful.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't have that type of shit around me, bro. I don't hang in nobody's neighborhood. I deal with people from neighborhoods, and it's business. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fuck with no drugs. I don't fuck with none of that kind of shit. I ain't into none of that kind of shit. Right? Other than that, bro, I don't know what niggas got going on, but I do know is this. I'm telling you, this man's phone been hot for 4 years, and he knows. He knows it. He knows he's in that indictment paperwork from Jersey. He knows that they came and got his DNA. He knows that they came and arrested him, his wife, and that Anita lady, right? He knows these things, but he kept the same jack, the same social media. Nigga, they got his social media name right there. Tell me you wasn't supposed to shut that motherfucker down.
Nah, that's a fact.
You're looking at it.
Right.
So now this nigga is constantly whack, 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 whack. Not, hey, yo, holla at whack, you get the business done. Nigga, why you issuing threats that you ain't gonna carry out? Stop talking about it.
Mm-hmm. While he was out here, I was talking my shit. I was ran up in his DM. I was talking my talk to the nigga. I'm like, yo, man, you know, I got an issue with you, nigga. You ain't never respond to my shit, but I mean, this is why you still out.
Yeah. Yo, so any motherfucking day, yo, niggas can talk what they want. That's why I keep telling my look, bro. I'm mentioning in his paperwork because he mentioned me.
Yeah.
You don't see nobody else mentioning me in that paperwork. You don't see none of the victims, none of the witnesses, none of the extorters. You don't see none of the weed people. You don't see the sex trafficking bitch. You don't see nobody else mentioning my name.
What I gotta understand is that's like 6ix9ine mentioning Cardi B on the stand. She ain't go to jail. That don't mean nothing.
That's a good comparison. Yeah, that's a good comparison. So basically, y'all saying Big U, he's telling, and he mentioned Wack in the paperwork. That's why Wack's mentioned.
Bro, that's what it is. You're looking at it.
Nah, I get it. But yeah, no. We have to clear that up. Because again, they sent it to me. I sent it to you, and I think if we didn't clear it up, a lie goes that goes uncorrected. People start seeing as the truth.
Yeah, that's a fact. But let me tell you what did happen.
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar got marked out, pushed across the street, told him he couldn't have a burger or fries in front of his bitch, turned around and sold the footage because he needed money to get back to Arizona. The motherfucking Cam Capone did a $300 Cam Capone interview and sold the shit to the Smokey Show. Smokey Shows TV on YouTube for $700. And he is still butthurt because every day he wake up, he's a buster. He let a nigga violate him and the world seen it. Now is what ain't no get back. You could have got some get back on me. That don't take away from how you let a nigga violate you. And I told Rockstar, you heard me tell him, come down there. We'll have no jumper, turn on the cameras, and we get out. I'm going to knock him out, though. We squabbling to the knockout. I'm going to hurt him. Gangster. I'm going to break his ribs. I'm going to beat him up before I knock him out. Yep. He ain't show up.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
I will sign a consent form with him. We can go right in there by that pool table, turn the cameras on live, and go crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that, man.
You know what he want to do? Hey, Act, look at this. Act, you need to block that nigga. He ain't even part of the table. All they gonna do is feed you some false shit and fuck up your credibility. You only want to talk to the nigga because he was content and got marked out. You didn't want to talk to the nigga because he was an asset. That nigga shouldn't even have reached to you, straight up. Now I'm talking. Since I can talk, now I'm talking. A nigga, a no-name nigga ain't gonna keep sending me nothing on the nigga I fuck with. I gotta work a relationship with, especially if it's some false shit and think it's cool. I'ma block you.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was trying to circulate that. I don't know if it's just him, but I felt
it don't matter because the documents is right there. It don't even matter. All I'm gonna do is tell him to put that on West Boulevard. And hope he blow his shit up. And then I put the paperwork up. And I say it right now. I bet he won't go on there and put that on West Boulevard that I'm witness to. I dare him to. On Paru, I ain't witness to. I dare him to put that on West Boulevard. Tell him put that on West Boulevard that I'm witness to. We could go to the 40s. That's in between. That's a crib neighborhood. My niggas, I got a couple niggas over there fuck with me. Niggas, if he put that on West Boulevard that I'm witness to, and I'm put that on Paru, we can meet in the 40s. That's his neck of the woods. And we're going to get down to the knockout. Dead homies.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
All right. Well, Rockstar, I know you listening, man. Wack has debunked your theory. I think he did a good job doing it. Shout out to my man who's from Jersey.
Paperwork. All you gotta do is read the paperwork. It's up.
It looked like they made a compelling case. Looked like Big U was out here working. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think everybody's waiting for this downfall of Wack, but he keeps surviving. And today, I think he showed clearly he knows how to read and comprehend. I don't know about everybody else.
Yo, I'm front line outside in Jersey, my nigga. Like, I'm saying this shit. I mean, I don't got no problems in Jersey. Can't no nigga talk to White crazy because he all the way in another state. Well, I'm in Jersey. I mean, and I'm saying, nigga, fuck that nigga. Word up. Jungle from Jersey said it. Nigga, Grave Street. Nigga, fuck that nigga.
There you go.
All right, Ack. I'm going to let you get back to your live. We out.
All right. I feel like no jumper. They got the gang niggas on the phone. I know niggas on TikTok was like, what is this? How about y'all do the little goofy dances? Anyway, yo, you know what I realized? I covered the whole Shannon Sharpe topic where I went over the whole Shannon Sharpe screenshots, but those came from Shannon Sharpe. And here's the funny part about it, right? I don't think we read these messages. So did we read these messages or am I drunk? Maybe I'm drunk. They're saying Shannon Sharpe Accuser confronted him over the alleged 2025 sexual assault with new release text messages that showed the woman told him no means no. Here's the messages, right? Let me click on it that it gets a little bit bigger. Pause. And I don't think this was included in the message we read. So remember, like right before New Year's, he had texted her, yo, Happy New Year's. Hopefully it's good things for both of us. But then we're seeing she apparently texts him and she says, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put on a condom and not put it in my ass and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. She also says, I don't know how to process this. And he says, can I call you later? I thought the messages that, because these are the messages we read from Shannon. None of that said that. So where did they get these messages from? Huh. Then they used some of the other texts that he had, like, hey, I want some hardcore BDSM action. I want to be abused. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. All right. Let's move on a little bit. I know we got into all that Pyru stuff, which I know some of y'all are like, why? We get it. Wax name, I guess we cleared it today. What was I trying to get to? What was I trying to get to today, chat? What was I trying to get to? Lil Uzi hospitalized? No. Oh. So, yesterday, right after we went to sleep, Kanye West tweeted at us, all right? And he tweeted at us in response to the video that we had about his cousin. Let's actually play the video and like my comments about whatever we said about him and his cousin, right? Now, he had a song called Cousins. On that particular song, he was talking about him having some incestual relationship with his cousin. And hold on one second. I'll tell you what I said. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. It's Ye. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And yeah, we're going to get to what he said and then what happened afterwards. And I'll give you the latest update on what Ye got going on. And I sucked my cousin's cock till I was 14. Tweet sent. This shit is wild, chat. Now, this is so much information to unpack. So apparently, we don't know how old he was. This one, did he say? He said he only talks about the boy's age when it started. The boy was 6. And he says he continued the act until he was 14, which would be 8 years. No, not 8. Oh my God, he wasn't 6. We don't know how old he was. Do we know? Now, apparently the song gives more context. I'm going to try to play it. It might be already copywritten though. Let's try. Wait, hold on. I can't play the video. If I play the video, there's nudity. I can't play the video, so I'm gonna go black screen. I'm gonna go black screen. Give me a second. You'll be able to hear the song though, but the video I believe has nudity. We don't gotta get back to this. So essentially, we covered the topic, and what Ye said, Ye actually retweeted me, and he says, what do you have to say about the situation with my kids? Now, I'm sleeping like a baby. You know what I realized? Ye actually believes Academics TV is me tweeting. That's not me. I mean, that's still gang, and that's still within our ecosphere. And, I mean, if something I don't agree with, like, crazy on the page, or like, you know, like for example, like say Cardi B hit me about something and I think it was just taken out of context or not true, like I'll take it out myself, but it's my chat niggas that's running that shit, you get what I'm saying? But I think Ye thinks this is me, because later on, and Grand told me this, I was sleeping. Grand was like, I think you're sleeping right now, which I was. And he's like, yo, I put some shit up on the page with Kanye later even retweeted. Is it still there? He retweeted it. Where is it? No. Oh, maybe unretweeted. I don't know. But he had retweeted something we said, and he said, thank you so much for this. And essentially he was, he basically was complimenting me later on. Let me see. For the record, chat, DJ Academics TV on Instagram, that's like, whatever. Just think whatever y'all want. Like, I think, y'all know what it is, but fuck it. You know what I mean? It's still a brand account, right? So Ye had retweeted us afterwards. And this is where, you know what I mean, my man Grant always holding it down. Grant, you ain't posted shit? You should have posted. So Ye was like, thank you so much for this. So basically he was happy that we did put up some stuff about, you know, the supposed unfair treatment that he's having for, you know, not being able to parent his kids. Now, some of the stuff he did say was, I need a plan to exercise my rights with my kids. I figured out a lot of things, but I haven't figured out this. And he says the day Kobe died, we all went to Kylie's house, and they're standing next to the couch in front of the living room where a vintage Playboy magazine was strategically placed within arm's reach of every child that was in the house, which was every half black baby. Y'all know what that is, why that is, and who's behind that. The Cousin song triggers that memory. Me as a dad, I wanted to change that for my kids. He also says, I don't need to see my kids. I need to raise them. I'm a good dad. I'm a great father to have. I haven't seen them this year. Okay? He also said, as a dad, I didn't love this. 11 years old with makeup. And he's talking about his daughter, North. Then he says, hold on, sorry. He says, I have to suppress. Hold on. Oh, my God. He's like, I have to suppress the fact that my kids have been taken from me. And everyone just watches. The thing that made my kids' situation so hard is that my lawyers are Jewish. He says, I have 2 Jewish employees that are amazing and brilliant and honest. For my kids, I need the right lawyer. I was told by a Jewish lawyer that I would not be able to see my kids if I was anti-Semitic, and he was right. For now, God is on my side. He says, I love Jews, but I do love. Okay. He continued by saying, it feels weird because someone says, yo, you feel that way because of what you went through. It'll always be like that. You don't want to hurt anyone to hurt your babies. Look at your babies. I get it. The world gets it. He says, it feels weird to have people on my side. I feel like I've been fighting by myself for too damn long. He also said, I am king. I will change everything. Then he showed love to A$AP Ferg and whatever. Now, I think that's it. Let me see. Okay. Yo, here's my thing. And by the way, shout out to Ye. I won't even clear it up in terms of, Grand. Show Ye some love on that page. But I'll say this. Ye, I am one of the people who are empathetic to your struggle with being able to see your kids and raise your kids. Now, the only thing we could say is that, and I do want to say this, like, Ye, I'm trying to have, and I try to do it while we were doing the interview. We got to have a respectful conversation as men, especially when it comes to your kids, because no one's going to be able to save you or save your kids from someone who either has legal guardianship or the custody of them kids. You got to go to court, my guy. We want to see you around your kid. I don't think you're a horrible person that your kids shouldn't be around you. I see the love you have with North. I see how much you care about your sons. I see how that matters to you. But you staying on Twitter, you being in Japan even, like, I don't think Kim K is going to have her kids go to Japan to go be with their father. I think you're going to have to, and you're learning what co-parenting is. You're going to have to figure out a way how to get through this because a lot of other people have. And that's what I do have to say to Ye. Certain things during your career, you were of a one of one and you were the first to figure out. So, like, we had that empathy of, what I'm trying to say is that you're not the first to have a baby mama, have custody issues, or have issues of, I'm trying to raise my kid like this. You're going to have to get through it, my guy. You're going to have to learn to adapt. You're going to have to learn to figure out all this to get your intended result, which is if it's really to be able to raise your kids, you got to figure that out. So, yeah. Then he says Hitler's birthday fell on Easter Sunday. How can Jewish people, like, yo, he's just going crazy on this stuff. It's like, yo, yay, we want you to go be a father to your kids, but you're in Japan. You're in Japan. You're also like, you also got to think about some of the byproducts of your actions. Like, while you may have went through trauma as a child, are you not trying to protect your kids from going through maybe the same trauma or even any associated trauma? We have to have these type of conversations. And I don't know if particularly Kanye wants to hear that, because even when I would mention accountability, like, yo, you know, you pick him. I felt like he was starting to say other things and kind of like just switching the topic, which, again, if you're this upset about all of this, and you got to take some accountability, honestly. You have to. Somebody said part 2 in Japan. You're probably going to get part 2 somewhere, but, you know, we'll figure it out. My whole point is to tell Ye, like, yo, there is remedies. You're not the first to be a single baby father. There's remedies to it. The remedy almost is never have these guys you fuck with go grovel at the feet of these other people to try to get you good. That's just not a winning strategy, right? Okay. Now, chat, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm beat. I'm probably gonna call it. I feel like that Shannon Sharpe topic was good enough. I feel like I only gave y'all 2 topics today. But it's all good. Today's day 7. I had to have I think day 7 was good. We're a weekend. Y'all should know that we're coming back each and every day. Obviously, there's other topics, obviously. But it is 2:40, so I'm going to I got to give y'all a daytime stream. I got to plan to get on at like 3 and get off at like 9 or something like that. So I'm going to call it TikTok. I thank you guys for popping up today. I do appreciate my people on the Academy and also King Academics. Also, you guys, thank you guys for, I see there's more people copping tickets to the show. I'm really appreciating you guys for that. I know y'all going to be like, yo, it's 4 hours. I know you ain't about to leave. I am. I'll be back tomorrow. Like, y'all realize I'm getting on every day. I am getting on every day. So, we're going to get to 30 days. Don't worry. But we're not going to just keep pushing it just to like bang out topics. So chat, thank y'all for the people who are copping tickets. I do appreciate y'all. Every time we mention it, I'm seeing more and more people show some interest, and you guys really want to show up to have a good time on my birthday. So I appreciate you guys. We talked to Whack 100 today. We dealt with the Shannon Sharpe stuff. But, of course, there are hip-hop-centric things to discuss that we will just table for tomorrow. And I do owe y'all a midday stream. And when I mean midday, we're talking about in the afternoon before, like, a 6 o'clock, right? Around 6 o'clock. Yeah. So I owe you guys that. And somebody says, it's because you call Whack. Yeah, we called him, and it kind of dragged the time a bit. So I'll apologize for that. Chat, I want to say thank you, man. We've streamed 7 days in a row. It means a lot to me. I'm doing it to show y'all that no matter how long we've been in this shit, no matter how much, I don't want y'all ever think I take this for granted or take this opportunity for granted or take you guys for granted. And, I feel like my back is against the wall in the sense of I got to complete this mission for us. I can't keep doing 1 of 30s. I got to do it for us. Like, I need you guys to believe me and believe in me that if I make you guys a promise or if I try to do something, we're going to do it. We're not going to just like half-ass it or whatever. So appreciate the people who are supporting me. I thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You guys are my driving motivator in everything I do. Please go cop some tickets for the podcast. If you guys are not in that area, go to theakademy.blog. You guys could go get some merch, or for the people who are wondering where the hell did you get the Shannon Sharpe info, the Big U info, all these documents, the screenshots, the fucking text messages, you guys could go to theakademy.blog and all the Shannon Sharpe. I'll show you how to get there if you want to see all these messages. You go here, fucking click on this shit, and you're going to see some cheeks, Shannon Sharpe, the complaint, and then subsequently all these messages are here. All right? Okay. Chat, I'm getting off. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to try to give y'all an early... I'm going to schedule a stream for it. I'll schedule a... What should we do? 5 p.m. stream? Let's do a 5 p.m. stream tomorrow. Right? Let me see. It's a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't got nothing to really do. Yeah. 5 p.m. stream, chat. I think I could do 5 to 11 tomorrow. So we could get 6 hours in. Because 6 hours is the benchmark. So we'll do 5 p.m. Eastern stream. And we'll rock out as a daytime stream and we'll be good. All right? That will be day 8. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.